Are we ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm on. I'm streaming. It's Phoenix.
I am all too familiar with it. A proving ground for those on deck, where I perfected my craft and learned from my
Low downforce, higher horsepower. What's that shit? Racing the way it ought to be. It's not. Didn't that used to be Bristol's tagline or something? Well, this is racing the way it ought to be. It's low downforce, higher horsepower. Well, I'm attempting to get my video up so I can listen to the sound of my beautiful voice and make sure the sound's working. Yep, it's working. We are live. It's on. It's Phoenix. Chase Elliott's going to win today. I must inform you now. Chase Elliott is going to win today, I think. Okay, I'm muting this lame shit. God, Fox just is the worst, aren't they? Fox has the worst coverage. Happy to report that during the race, at one point, I'll be having another one of those barbecue sandwiches from last week. I'm very excited. I got the broadcast muted because they're playing some kind of lame music video. Some corny ass, like, I don't even know what the fuck it is, but it's Fox, so you know it's awful. I want to stream Spider-Man so bad, but we got a race to watch before we can get to that.
Provided by Goodyear. Discover what's possible. Keep moving. Goodyear.
Phoenix Raceway. They mangled this racetrack, but it's still a good racetrack. I just prefer old Phoenix.
Well, I think it's hard to go to Phoenix and not talk about Kevin Harvick or Kyle Busch, but I think the guy that's going to surprise us today was really good in practice, and that is Brad Keselowski.
He was pretty confident, tweeting out some of his 10-lap average, 20-lap average, saying how fast that car was.
Yeah, he's never won here before, but he also...
Well, I hope he runs better than he did in the race yesterday. Speaking of the race yesterday, I didn't stream it because there were Cup guys in the race, but it was actually a pretty damn good race, and it had a pretty funny ending because Brandon Jones won. Brandon Jones passed Kyle Busch for the win. Lowest moment in Kyle Busch's career.
Now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome our Grand Marshal, Founder and Chief Executive Officer,
Protect.
Along with Casey Kalinsky, Chief Operating Officer.
I'm so glad I skip all the pre-race stuff and come right to this. It really is much more enjoyable. No chance of rain today. We're solid.
It's just the fourth race of 2020, but the heat is on. Some big names are still trying to find the oasis that is victory lane. Even our points leader has yet to take the checkers, but a win in Phoenix would prove his early success.
Okay, if Chase doesn't win, Ryan Blaney will win. How about that?
3 winning manufacturers, which will be the first to see double. Chase Elliott starts up front on the heels of his teammates
Chevrolet,
in California.
Hendrick Motorsports.
In practice, Brad K proved ready for the long haul, but we all know the Joe Gibbs Racing Caravan can get hot at any time. If history's taught us anything, race 4 just might belong to number 4, a modern-day desert king. So sit back, relax, and stay hydrated. The heat is on.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Today's duel in the desert encompasses 500 kilometers of racing. New stage lengths. We'll deal with that in just a minute. My Hall of Fame colleague Jeff Gordon has won here twice and has a career record 24 top 10s.
When Jeffy won there in 2011, it was one of my favorite races because he fucked over Kyle Busch to win. I think I'm getting a sore throat. My throat feels funny. Oh, God, I think I've got coronavirus. I never leave the house, but somehow I've got coronavirus.
He likes his car to rotate through the center better than the other cars. In order to do that, you have to be able to get into the braking zone and use your footwork. And I think he does that better than anybody. How he rolls out of the throttle and onto the brake and modulates to the center of the corner.
So that's the first Cup race this season I'll be watching on the couch. How would y'all rate NASCAR's Fox coverage on a scale of 1 to 10 so far this year? I said a -2.
Honey, where's our limo?
I give Fox a -2.
That was classy and elegant.
Oh, we are.
You know what I've noticed through a month of doing these races? Oh, why am I not muting commercials? You know what I've noticed through a month of doing these is that the races that are on Fox Sports 1, I get more views. But when it's on regular Fox, I get less views. I guess some people can't get Fox Sports 1 and they just go looking for the race on YouTube or something and they stumble across me. Even though I don't show the race. And I put that in the title, no video, but people don't seem to pay attention to that and they still ask me anyway. Because reading is hard. But I expect a good race today. Can't believe how good the Xfinity race was. Although the conditions were perfect. I just assumed it would be the Kyle Busch show. But the conditions were perfect for good racing anyway. And it looks like it is again today. Happy spring forward, the most pointless thing of all time. I'll be right back. You see who won the Xfinity race? He passed Kyle Busch.
I don't think it started, did it?
Yeah, because Harrison Murphy got behind too. But I just thought it was that's the most embarrassing moment of Kyle Busch's career.
Have they went green yet?
No. They're just about to start. Why have I not muted this? It's fucking commercials. Okay, now it's back on. God, they've done a commercial like 5 times in 10 minutes. God, it smells good. It's okay, I'm getting another one barbecue sandwiches later, so. Yeah. I'll live. I'd prefer the barbecue plate, but it's more expensive. You get more with the barbecue plate. So the cars are going to look different to you. Look at the spoiler for the short tracks, yeah. Short tracks, road course, any track smaller than 1 1/3 miles, they went back to what it was in 2018. Just a slightly bigger spoiler than in 2018, but still way smaller than the shit they run now. It's better this way. It'll make them way better. Way better. They're more like the Xfinity cars, really. This is about as close as they'll get to the Xfinity cars. Boy, Fox is really skimping out. They don't have the cool graphics for the starting grid. Black Flags Matter's been at every race this year, and he said, this is my first race I'm watching on TV. How would you rate Fox's coverage so far this year on a scale of 1 to 10? And I said, -2.
Is this back in your wheelhouse so you get that first win of the season at number 10 here?
I don't know, Jeff. You know, I think,
but Kyle Busch has won 11 Xfinity races there.
one thing I can tell you,
But he didn't win yesterday. There was a fight after the race yesterday. Dylan Bassett and Brandon Brown. Yeah, I mean, the drivers are basically saying, yeah, it's nice to feel like these cars are actually fun and hard to drive again instead of just stuck to the ground.
Will roll from the outside pole. Let's get down to pit road, Matt Yoakum.
Mike, it's Groundhog Day for Martin Truex Jr.
I saw they've been testing the next car, and William Byron said that thing's a pain in the ass to drive. And I'm like, good. And it's low horsepower, like on the big 1.5 miles. He said it's still a pain in the ass to drive. Again, was this like the 3rd week in a row?
Jimmy Johnson's coming off a solid top 10 finish in California. It was a celebration weekend, but since the 48 team arrived here at Phoenix, they had to hit the reset button.
No, it's not going to rain, because thank God.
In both practice sessions, and then in qualifying, he was just off the pace. He qualified 21st. But crew chief Cliff Daniels and Jimmy Johnson very optimistic this 48 team will bring it back and they will race better than they practice. Regan Smith.
Jamie, Ryan Blaze had his fair share of bad luck the past 2 weeks, but this week that luck might have changed. He signed a contract extension.
The best thing Blaney's done this year is avoid killing a man. Newman's there. He's on the pit box for the 6.
Well, it's been a challenging weekend for Kyle Larson and the 42 team, beginning with multiple issues in practice. But one of Larson's strengths is adapting to a changing track and changing car conditions. And those are challenges that teams will face today. So
You think they had enough McDonald's logos in that car so the camera could see? There was like McDonald's logos on the roll cage. See? Oh, they brought back the heart rate monitor. They put it in a much more convenient spot, though.
The race length is the same, but the stage lengths are different this year. Larry McReynolds. Yeah, Mike, if you look at these first few races of 2020, standard procedure on the longer stages is pit by splitting them in half. Take advantage of those fresh tires at the beginning and the end of the stage. Little bit
80 to 90.
Because if you're not in touch with the leader, you'll go
But tires are going to just die here.
Take a look at this interesting race, a short race, 312 laps.
I predict a late caution because they're probably going to have a long run at the end and they'll have to go longer than they've gone all day and somebody will blow a tire. It always happens at Phoenix.
Different speed, a tricky 45 miles per hour, and Mike, the field window, 90 to 95.
It's taken me 3 years, but I'm finally used to the backstretch being the front stretch at Phoenix now. That fucked with me so hard in the video game because that used to be the front stretch. For 30 years, that was the front stretch. So when I was playing the game, well, all right, lap's over. Oh, wait. So I'm finally used to that. Chase Elliott's going to win. But if a Ford wins, it'll be Blaney or Harvick. And Chase was rolling really early there. Denny and Kyle Larson again. If he does it twice in a row by accident, I mean... I don't. No. It's all right. I guess I'm just not used to him driving those colors. Looks like a tube of toothpaste. Woo. I'm surprised at how high up guys can run. Yesterday in the Xfinity race, the high line's where you wanted to run, especially on restarts.
Harvick wins the drag race into turn.
Yee! Chase hugging on that door, and it worked. Chase slipped up in the middle of 3, and he wanted to get it back. He didn't want to give it up. Look how high they run. There's not a lot of banking there, but there's some banking there.
Oh, and you saw through turns 1 and 2 on the very start, there were cars, 3 cars down on the apron, 3 wide on the apron at the start of this race.
Yeah. He was going to take the lead when Chase screwed up in turn 3, but good for Chase not letting it slide. They've got to get used to having this much horsepower and this little downforce again.
Two tires up into the traction compound in turns 3 and 4.
Well, this is just a much different look at this race than we've seen in the past. We've seen them put traction.
Why don't you just come out and say it, Jeff? The Phoenix races last year sucked. Just say it.
Glad to see Joe in
14th
back.
place.
Not only Cole Custer.
Custer chasing Clint Boyer. Here's Harvick.
Harvick back around Larson.
He's just trying to find that line that's going to work for him, navigate through some traffic, try to go up there and close up on Chase Elliott. But I think
because
right
he's
now,
so
Harvick
important.
has the fastest race car.
You know, I was getting tired of him being in the booth for the Xfinity races, but when they have 2 drivers do the Xfinity race, that means Michael Waltrip doesn't do it. So keep bringing Joey in the booth.
Come in and be a raceable second lane early.
Well, here's what I like about it. As you see Kyle Larson, all 4 tires up into that area. It's going to wear out. As this race goes on, it's going to wear out. It's going to change. You're going to have to be adaptable. As we heard Vince Welch talk about Kyle Larson, which driver's going to adapt the best? Use the apron at the bottom, the middle groove, the top groove. What are the tires going to do over the long run?
Well, and that's something the drivers ask for. Tires that would wear. So
Harvick just worries me because, I mean, he's won Phoenix 9 times.
Denny Hamlin on third place, Kyle Larson. A tire that has
Get down.
grip, but also
Ozzy, get down.
will wear. So tire management, what the drivers and teams choose to do with these tires.
What's up,
is going to
Janet?
be a factor.
And the drivers ask for that because they like that. That brings them more into the game, and they play a bigger factor. And
I wish one of these drivers would say, I don't know why NASCAR asks us what we want. They never listen to us anyway.
Due to an engine
We like low downforce and high horsepower. What? You mean high downforce and low horsepower? Let's go with that.
Ryan Blaney. Good place.
I thought Eric Almirola looked really strong. We've seen him.
Almirola almost won Phoenix 2 years ago. Remember, he almost made the Final Four.
First run. He's just got
And that was the day where I was like, Kyle Busch should let Almirola win because it would knock Harvick out. And I'm like, who would you rather race for a championship, Eric Almirola or Kevin Harvick? And I know that's like, that just shows how stupid this point system is. And I was like, he should just let Almirola win.
Being honored at the Amelia Island.
But Kyle said, I just wanted to let it play out.
Kyle said he thought about it.
Yeah. Well, how couldn't you?
Roger Walker.
I was sitting there thinking, golden opportunity, bro. Let Almirola go.
Discussion yesterday about things like acid dipping Trans Am cars and how you went into all those times.
It might be the dumbest thing I've ever said in racing, but on that particular day, it was smart. I was just like, let Almirola win. Got to get Harvick out of that Final Four, and then Truex ended up winning the championship anyway. So
Fucking Truex.
well, they look racy.
I like the string of just shit like Kyle Busch's had.
Yeah. He had a really good car in that Xfinity race, but it was real inconsistent. The start of the race, he was slow on the short run. Then on the long run, he kicked ass. And then there was a late caution in stage 1. There was a short run, and he got passed by like 5 guys, and he was screaming on the radio about the car. He said, there's no front grip. There's just nothing. Justin Allgaier probably should have won yesterday, but his crew chief threw it away on a shitty call. There was a caution with about 80 or so laps, a little less than 80 to go, and you can make it to the end. Everybody had one set of tires left. Well, their logic was, we're going to stay out right now, and we figure we'll get another caution later, and everybody else will be on old tires, and we'll have the only fresh tires. Problem is, the next 2 cautions happened like 5 laps after that, and then it went green the rest of the way, so they never got a chance to put their fresh tires on, but he had the best car. I don't know where the hell Brandon Jones came from at the end of the race, but I was surprised as shit. I'm like, look, I don't like Brandon Jones, but in this particular instance, I was really cheering for him. Well, I've been really good about predicting shit lately, so I said Blaney, Harvick, and Chase Elliott. I saw the end of the Roughnecks game yesterday. The fuck was that? You see that shit? The Roughnecks had a 9-point lead, and they had the ball. It was 4th down with 4 seconds, with about 5 or 6 seconds left, and the coach tells them just run the clock out. Well, the quarterback falls down with 2 seconds on the clock, but they just drain the clock and say, okay, Roughnecks win. Seattle should have got the ball at the Houston 21 with 2 seconds left and a shot to get a touchdown and then get one of those crazy extra point attempts. So it was unreal. I was like, this is fucking bizarre. Come on, get the fuck out of my way, Bobby. You're just running around. Go.
I'm Toyota. Let's go places. 15 laps complete.
How's Truex doing?
This is our USA
Hey, they read my mind.
47 laps today.
engine change.
Probably about
Nemechek also
40
started at the
seconds.
back because they changed radiators. Nemechek up 8, Tyler Reddick up 8, and Truex plus 13.
Mike, I want to get a stat of how many cars Joe Gibbs Racing has passed this year. Every single race this year, one of their cars has started at the tail.
7th place here. A home game for Alex Bowman, native of Tucson, chasing California's Matt DiBenedetto. And it looks like they are closing on Ryan Blaney.
That Burger King smells so good.
A lot of these teams that don't work in the garage with this different tire and combination of this package. It's just the car has been free, and that's what the Benedetto has faced early on. So the car took off really free. Now, depending on where you drive it, it can change the handling conditions.
I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to watch Elimination Chamber tonight. I don't like to watch WWE the night that I have to work the next day for some reason. I don't want to go to bed going, wow, I wasted 3 hours before work watching that. Remember the Kentucky race last year? Kyle and Kurt?
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. And at Bristol earlier that year, Kurt was like, yeah, I should have wrecked Kyle. Next week is Atlanta. And then the week after that's Homestead. Jimmy Johnson. Kyle Larson wins Homestead. Chevrolet is back.
When you see something else, some of these lead cars already getting into some traffic. Traffic is going to play a big.
Well, at least without that giant ass spoiler on the back of the car, they won't have to deal with dirty air. So, wow, Benedetto just passed Blaney for 6th.
Putting together a heck of a race so far. Race weekend, great qualifying effort by he and the team. Wood Brothers going by Ryan Blaney.
Oh, listen to that off throttle time. It's glorious. They actually have to drive. The Roval this year will be way better with this aero package.
You'll see it shows you what that traction compound's like in the high groove. They'll run across the
I'm happy. You know what I hope next year? You know, they're running the Daytona Road Course for the Busch Clash. My suggestion has always been the first race of the year should be the Daytona Road Course. And then the week after that, do the Daytona 500. Because when IndyCar goes to Indianapolis, they run a race on the road course 2 weeks before the Indy 500. So I think we should start the season on the Daytona Road Course, and Daytona 500 be the second race. I think that would be dope. Whoa, he never touched him. Blaney was just loose a little bit. Blaney's falling back. He's fading a lot here. Bowman, DiBenedetto, and Kyle Busch all passed him. Well, now he's trying to pass Kyle Busch back. Here comes Logano.
Wow.
Blaney is struggling right now. When you see cars stacked up behind somebody like that, they're just getting in the way. Chase's lead over Harvick's been the same for 20 laps.
Reporters talking about the handling going away on these cars and this different tire combination. One thing I like.
Somebody's going to melt a bead and eat shit into the wall later today, I'm sure.
And the pace has slowed down.
So Kyle Busch is driving the Sports Clips car, and Eric Jones is driving the Interstate Batteries car. So they basically swapped paint schemes. It's confusing.
Chase Elliott with about a half a second now.
Chase is driving that ugly thing.
Well, how they got 3.5 on them.
That car needs green wheels on it.
Entry speed, the 4 Kevin Harvick carries. Then Chase Elliott, our
Well,
leader.
it's like the
It just
Harvick
goes to
and
show you
Chase,
the
yeah.
different approach that you can take at this racetrack at each end of this.
Chase should have won here in 2017.
One of them ate shit this race.
Hard up into the banking down here, 1 and 2, very flat, wide corner.
It's going to take both of them getting out if it's going to be good.
Get a look at Kyle Busch here, and coming up off turn 2.
Did he hit the wall? I hope he hit it hard.
There's a little bit to the outside, the 12.
Just a brush. He's fine. Yeah.
We have to look at the right side.
Well, I'm sure it's the car's fault.
Those flared fenders to push them in on a tire and cause it to go down.
Well, I hope it does.
Got some blue paint on that right rear quarter, especially up above the wheel well opening.
And as a driver, now you're wanting to see if you smell rubber burning.
Oh, he's
If you
all over
smell
Joe
rubber
Logano.
burning, you better get to pit road. You're going to ask your spotter, tell me.
Cut that tire and wipe him out with you.
Sometimes it doesn't
Now.
always show you to cut the tire or to know whether it's going to cut down.
With the other characteristic
Yeah.
of short track racing.
Love it, Mike.
Chase Elliott half a second up on Kevin Harvick after 27 laps.
Fire!
After commercial, Harvick's gonna have the lead.
Probably. Lead changes only ever happen during commercials when you're watching on Fox.
And we have a new leader. Kevin Harvick. This was the pass for the lead. Even in a NASCAR race, we get J.J. Watt cam on commercials.
Matt DiBenedetto just moved up to 5th.
I'm ready for Bristol. I hope he wins Bristol.
You should follow the Wood Brothers Racing Twitter account, Matt DiBenedetto's team, because they're funny as shit when they post stuff during races.
I like Corey LaJoy's team. So
Rouse Racing's pretty funny as well.
they were talking about moving into 23rd like it's winning the race.
I remember I tweeted at Wood Brothers last year when Paul Menard was riding around in that fucking car. I said, "Don't you guys miss when Blaney drove for y'all and y'all had like a shot to win races?"
Yeah, whenever he was going to do something in the playoffs and motherfucking... What was that race where Truex just like... No, was it Denny?
It was Denny
Denny
who
just like trashed his shit.
Yeah, at the very end of the race for nothing.
For no reason.
And then Denny did the same thing to Bubba at the Daytona 500 the next year for nothing. No reason. No need to tear shit up at the start-finish line when you're running second and third, but Denny just wiped him out. That's like a video game. It's like when you get pissed in a video game, just be like, God damn it, don't let this guy pass me. It's like in GTA, I've been wrecked before, and if I see a car coming, I'm trying to get my shit back straight. I'll turn back out on the track and try to take them out. Man, I love racing in GTA. I need to start doing it again. I did some races the other day, and it was awesome. The driving in GTA is simple, but it's so fun.
You just have to be used to it.
And you can create racetracks and shit for the online.
Kyle Busch has a handful.
Well, I was hoping they were about to say Kyle Busch. Wow. Yeah, that's a handful. He was dead sideways there.
Now, we've been calling it traction compound. That material that they spread on the outside.
Harvick is closing on Chase Elliott.
Seems like every spotter has a different name for it, though.
The juice. Somebody called it the juice. They're 35 laps in.
He's got the best one. It's the awesome sauce.
All right.
Sometimes I hate Jeff Gordon.
Denny Hamlin on the inside of Kyle Larson. This is for third place.
Remember what happened with these two last week in California? Some heavy contact.
Is that Matt DiBenedetto right there about to take third?
Matt DiBenedetto's going for third on Denny Hamlin.
Look at him.
Look how low he's running, 3 wide. Oh, he backed out of that.
Left with the lead. Chase Elliott into traffic. Kevin Harvick closing in on him.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, DiBenedetto's car is getting better and better.
He's going to be one of those guys that makes it around the 8.
Chase and Harvick are pretty even. Harvick might be a little stronger on the long run. DiBenedetto's in 4th.
It looks like Chase Elliott maybe a little bit harder on the brakes initially in the corner, but then as they get into the banking, especially into turn 1.
Look how much stronger into turn 3 Harvick is than Chase.
The corner a little bit quicker than Chase Elliott. Kind of does the same thing there.
Well, that was crazy.
Obviously, Larson having some issues.
Now Larson's starting to fade.
Benedetto get by him. Now Eric Almirola making a move.
There's Daniel Suarez. He still exists.
Larson, especially down in 3 and 4, and it's costing him speed. He's really losing it at that end of the track.
A lot more diversity in the top 10 than I'm used to seeing after last year.
Almirola is battling Alex Bowman. That's for 6th place.
The biggest issue for Almirola, Mike, is just rolling to the center of the corner.
Almirola.
Harvick's going to get the lead right here going into turn 3. Almost called it turn 1.
But the great thing about this
Yep,
race, there's
Harvick's, well, we'll see what kind of run Chase gets off the corner. Chase going to get a good run off the corner. There's a lap car right in his way, Michael McDowell. But Chase holds the lead for now.
Was close though, very close.
Chase got lucky.
Yeah.
Been a little bit slower in the middle of the corner would have caused a big issue for the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Now DiBenedetto is passing Denny Hamlin for 3rd. Yep, Matt DiBenedetto's 3rd.
Okay.
Everything you're looking for. Matt
God, DiBenedetto's got a great car.
Going by the guy that dominated this
That's
race,
a great
Denny
car.
Hamlin.
If he catches Harvick and Chase on a short run after a restart or something, I'd like to
7
see.
seconds behind.
We heard Kyle
Yeah.
talk about how his car was tight, and when you run in that traction compound, or PJ1, or awesome sauce, whatever we're going to call it, it makes the balance of the car tighter. So even though that's the preferred line, if your balance is already tight, it's going to be hard for him to make up any ground. Great point there, Jamie. And, you know, this is far more use of that than they had in practice. We barely saw them go up into this outside groove in practice, so not a lot of these teams knew how to predict the balance and how you were going to adjust your car. Now a lot of adjustments are going to be coming on that first pit stop.
Honestly, Jeff, as we watch the battle for ninth,
Oh,
we're 41
Bush
laps
Kyle's
into this
a big
race,
wow.
and I thought they wouldn't begin testing that traction compound until
Fox
about this
knows
point
it's
in the
coming
race.
too,
But
that's why
no,
they
some
were
problems
playing.
were up there right away.
I know it's just bound to happen.
See that thing getting sideways? There's a lot of passing going on. A lot more than last year. We've probably already seen more passes in this Phoenix race than the 2 races last year combined.
A caution doesn't come. He's going to march backwards a lot more than just this right now.
Laps in. Chase Elliott had a lead of almost a second before lap traffic. Harvick second. And look at DiBenedetto shortcutting his way to 3rd.
Great, another copyright strike. All over a really bad song. Everybody's marveling at how loose the cars are and how they're sliding around. I'm like, yep, that's how it, I mean, it's supposed to be. I like what this guy said on Twitter. Man, I can't wait for things that make this particular race entertaining, small splitters and small spoilers, to be completely ignored moving forward when they put the new car out. Blaney on the radio. I'm not real sure what to do here. I'm getting my ass kicked. Phoenix in the fucking game pisses me off because after like 9 laps, my damn car won't turn for shit. I have to run super slow around the bottom, or there was the second place guy will drive right around me. God, I'm hungry. My throat is sore, but I don't feel like I'm getting sick. Told them I might have coronavirus. I don't even leave the house. That would be some shit.
It's been in here all along. This is where it started.
I haven't been sick in literally 2 years. I'm not a total hermit. I work and shit, but I don't go out a lot. So I guess that's why I don't get sick. Here's a new name for the traction compound. The Krusty Kreme. Ugh. I wonder if they'll spray that shit at Charlotte. I think they did last year. I want to say they did. Probably not. I don't think they did.
Sponsored by Credible,
I'm thinking of the year before.
official credit card of NASCAR. Perfect for race fans. Chase Elliott has led every one of the 48 laps so far. His crew chief, Alan Gustafson, has 3 wins here with 3 different drivers, including Jeff.
Can you name them?
Second, Kevin Harvick, 7/10 of a second back. Race on
Mark
over
Martin,
now.
Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon.
Blue and onion if Kevin places
And Chase Elliott after today.
for details. How about this battle, which was for 9th place minutes ago? Larson,
Bump drafting on the front stretch of Phoenix.
Unfortunately, Larson's been really going backwards with a tight condition in his race car. And you saw where the two.
It's always good to see Brad and Kyle together.
To the bottom, and then what does Kyle Busch do? Just fills that outside lane, tries to push Larson. Fun thing for a spotter when your car.
Harvick is all over Chase for the lead again.
It's really crowded here. Yes, it is.
24 laps to go. Harvick and Chase have a 9-second gap over Matt DiBenedetto in third.
Another one of those teams that weren't sure what they had. I talked to his crew chief this morning, and he said in practice we were so far off we couldn't run more than 8 to 10 laps per run. But right now the car is coming to him. You see him in that traction compound. It gets a little snug. He's picked up 1 spot.
Larson's out of the top 10. Jimmy Johnson's not running well. Jimmy Johnson's 21st. Kind of disappointed by that. Cole Custer's running really well. He's 12th. It's interesting when I think of somebody they don't talk about much. I go, where are they running? And then I'm like, wow, Cole Custer's 12th. Harvick is all over Chase again. They're trying to lap John Hunter Nemechek. If Harvick gets to his outside, it's over. Or unless a lap car goes to the outside and gets in front of Chase, then it's probably over. There you go. All them lap cars are running the outside. But they all got good runs off the corner, so Chase holds the lead. 21 laps to go. It's not a short track, Mike. It just drives like one.
Number 19, Martin Truex, started last. He's marched his way up to 14. And since you asked, Martin Truex is adding to the Joe Gibbs team's number of cars past this season, which is now 3,600.
I knew it was a big number. I didn't know it was that much. Jamie Mack, what you got?
Well, they keep getting penalized and having to start in the back. So.
Well, I mean, what race is it?
Larry Mack would want me to do if I was in the car, and that's lifting early.
The 4th race.
And Joe Gibbs has 3,600 cars. That is fucking insane. That's
You
crazy.
can see Mark Truex Jr. all the way out of it. Look at the telemetry down under 105 miles per hour. Easy back on the throttle, not wide open here, all the way off the corner.
DiBenedetto's closed that gap up a little bit, but look at the lap traffic. Now Harvick's going to get the lead because of John Hunter Nemechek. Or is he? Chase gets a run. Chase is good off the corner. Harvick is so much better in. Chase just kicks his ass off. I don't know if it's because he's running the outside or what. But the lap traffic ain't slowing him down a bit. Oh, Ricky Stenhouse is wrecked. Caution's out.
7 minutes ago. That's perfect timing.
I think he got some help. Does he have a flat? No, he had some help. There's no flat tires on that thing. Somebody spun him out. Or he just lost it. We'll see.
Stenhouse was 18th when he split at turn 2, bringing out the first caution of the day at lap 58.
He lost it. He drove in on one of the Rick Ware racing cars and busted his own ass. So that's classic Ricky Stenhouse.
Tiny spoiler there. There's not a lot to lean on, and it looked to me like he just got in there deep and had to try to pitch it underneath Joey Gase, and the back end came around into the wall.
John Hunter
Ask Danica.
will get the free pass. On this first caution of the day, Chase Elliott has led every lap so far, but on at least half of those laps, Kevin Harvick has been right there challenging.
And I do want to point out, we know
Chase
that
leads all
traffic's going to be
312
a real challenge for these leaders, and these guys that are trying
The
to
last
stay
time
lead,
somebody
they
led
are
every
gonna
lap
fight
of a cup
extremely
race
hard.
was Jeff
Just
Burton
like
at New Hampshire in 2000. He led all 300 laps. It's renowned as one of the worst races of all time because they put restrictor plates on the cars at New Hampshire because Adam Petty and Kenny Irwin got killed there. They thought that would help, but it just made the racing fucking awful. We were on the way home from Myrtle Beach listening to it on the radio, so I didn't have to watch it that day, but I remember.
59 laps complete.
Oh, I bet the
Pit road, which begins exiting turn 2 and ends at the start-finish line. So it's a long
Random old fuck sitting on a hill.
Next time by. Larry, 2 tires or 4? What do you think?
Mike, we're going to go
4.
back racing with probably about 10 laps to go in this stage.
Less
The
than
pace
5,
has slowed down
I'd
about
say
2
2.
seconds. If you take 2 tires or stay out,
I'm taking 2 tires.
You can stay out here if you want. You can make it to the end of the stage.
from getting run over from the back.
Everybody's pitting.
But who's going to take what?
All right, we'll begin as Brad Keselowski peels out from
We'll
this.
see. Look at Stenhouse. Stenhouse is a fucking lap down pitting with the fucking leaders and getting all up in the way. Although he did get in front of Kyle Busch and slow him down, so that's pretty funny.
Well, the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto started 9th, ran up to 3rd during that run. Really likes the car, says it's a tick loose.
So next year they're going to single lug wheels.
The 11 car of Denny Hamlin has been very, very smooth.
I don't care because it's not going to affect the racing. There's some morons out there that think it's the end of NASCAR. It's the end of NASCAR as we know it. Harvick got the lead off pit road.
Here's the Ram race off pit
New leader, Kevin Harvick. By a long shot.
Kevin Harvick over Elliott Hamlin DiBenedetto.
Well, thirsty as fuck. My throat is sore. Sore throat is symptom of coronavirus. You know, I would love to stream the truck race next Friday, but I'm not gonna because Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch are in it. No Cup guys for me. I didn't do the race yesterday. I watched it, but I didn't stream it.
So if Chase wins,
He gets $100,000.
is that why he's doing it?
Yes, that's exactly why he's doing it.
What truck's he driving?
Atlanta. Larson's running that same truck at Homestead the next week.
What truck is it?
The 24 for GMS Racing. It's a good truck.
Who drives it weekly? Just somebody
It's a
random?
part-time truck, I'm pretty sure. They got a full-time truck, and Brett Moffitt drives it. Moffitt should have a top Xfinity ride at least right now. He's really good. But that's okay because Brandon Jones fucked up and won something yesterday. I'm sure he'll be in like the second Levine family racing car next year. He'll be Christopher Bell's teammate next year or something. I'm sorry, but Brandon Jones is a trash bag driver. I don't care that he won yesterday.
Harrison Burton's better than he.
Harrison Burton's actually impressed me. I was not high on him at all because I thought he underperformed in trucks driving for Kyle Busch. I'm like, if you can't win consistently and contend for a championship with a Kyle Busch truck, you ain't good. But he's doing good now. I don't know what changed or whatever. But I'm legitimately impressed with Harrison Burton. I'm turning around on him because after his truck series run, I was like, this guy ain't shit. Like Jeb Burton's won a truck race before, but Harrison Burton couldn't win driving for Kyle Busch.
It's sponsored by Ram Trucks, Motor Trend's back-to-back Truck of the Year. And by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
I think John Hunter Nemechek deserves credit for doing as good as he has in the car he's driving. They're not going to set the world on fire, but you've seen John Hunter in every race this year and be like, oh, look. He's been noticeable for the right reasons, except when he was getting lapped earlier. But oh, Ty Dillon over the wall too soon. Well, he was already in the back anyway. 12 laps to go in stage 1.
Oh, good. Logano in the top 5.
Harvick's got the lead on the outside line, so he's probably going to take off here.
I think Benedetto's going to win the stage.
Yeah, I mean, Benedetto's got some speed. 4 wide. 4 wide. Yeah, that was Kyle and Joey going 4 wide with Denny Hamlin.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Reddick and Truex. Yeah. Good God, Tyler Reddick about hit the fucking barrels on pit road.
Joey's about to get spun. Somebody's about to
Oh, whoa, no. Oh, Blaney's crashed. Hamlin's crashed.
fuck Denny Hamlin. He deserved that.
Brad Keselowski's crashed.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin busted his ass and took out 2 Penske cars. So the Gibbs-Penske rivalry continues. Well, Denny's junk.
Blaney is having the worst luck of anybody.
Blaney might be able to continue, but his car ain't going to run worth a shit. I don't know if the toe is knocked out of that thing or not.
I mean, there's plenty of real estate here, but when you get down in the corner, you see Denny Hamlin in the middle.
That was so unnecessary. Watch Reddick, though, coming off a 4. Reddick almost hits the pit wall. He's running so low. Look at that. Going into turn 3, they're 3 wide. Hamlin's all over Logano, sends it in too deep, gets loose, takes out Blaney, takes out Keselowski. I don't think Brad hit too hard, but Denny Hamlin's car's junk. That was Denny Hamlin's fault. His mistake.
Yep, he hit Brad, got sideways, and just took.
Poor Blaney. I mean, fucking hell.
He's still the points leader, though.
Yeah.
Not saying that was intentional, but
No, it was not intentional. It was just he busted his ass. Yeah.
That's something that should happen to Joey Logano every week.
Second week in a row, Denny Hamlin's done some really stupid shit.
Let's ride with the point leader.
So, yes, right there. Denny's car just doesn't turn, and Brad Keselowski turns down.
That's 2 weeks in a row. Denny Hamlin's done some really dumb shit.
He didn't deserve to win that race.
Breed cautions run the second one of the day for this 3-car jam.
After I praised him at Daytona for not blocking like an asshole. On the last lap at Daytona, he didn't block. And I was like, wow, I mean, that takes some restraint right there, buddy. And it paid off, but yeah, that was
Although if you think
stupid.
back to it, if he would have blocked,
Would have saved Ryan Newman a lot of trouble,
Yeah.
probably.
it's like the one time you don't block, somebody almost died.
Yeah. Yep, that was all Denny Hamlin right there.
John Arbaugh's looking at the analytics now. Well, Denny, it looks like you're going to have to block.
I wish somebody would try to communicate analytics at 195 miles an hour.
Buddy, the chances of you winning the race, being in first place and crossing the checkered flag is not 100%.
Denny Hamlin's win probability going into turn 3 when Ryan Blaney and Ryan Newman went around him was 0.1%. Well, those were 3 really good cars that just got wrecked.
Sad to see one of them wasn't Joey.
I'm looking forward to Dover, the next Phoenix race, Bristol, Martinsville, the road courses, New Hampshire.
I think Charlotte Roval's going to be really good.
Yeah, it'll be better than it was last year. Because this past year, Chase Elliott was the only fucking car that could pass anybody.
That was crazy, too. He
Yeah.
hit the wall and went...
Yeah.
2 years in a row, somebody drove into that first wall.
Yeah.
The Braden Larson.
Ricky Stenhouse is back on the lead lap. He got the free pass there.
Wow. Ricky Stenhouse wins the stage. Well, I guess it's good they all pit.
Well, there's always been... I mean, it's because they've been the 2 most competitive teams. But Penske and Gibbs hate each other. Because, like, Hamlin fucking hates Logano, and he used to hate Keselowski. Kyle Busch hates both of them.
I wish that's everybody.
Truex hates Keselowski and Logano, because remember what Logano did to Truex at Martinsville.
They're always will hate each other.
Penske
Truex
and
is
Gibbs,
never
there's just something there.
Harvick and Denny have had some good battles.
Harvick and Truex. Harvick doesn't like Truex.
I remember those couple. Remember there was a couple races in a row last year where Denny and Harvick went at it.
Yeah. New
They
Hampshire, that
raced
was really good.
They
Yeah.
raced each other really good.
Yeah.
I like it when people race.
Yeah.
And they don't just.
Kill each other.
Yeah.
That's why Daytona's been very
I mean,
disappointing.
I like seeing wrecks, but damn, like you ain't got to just wreck somebody for no reason.
Yeah. Alex Bowman's wreck at Talladega back in the fall was the dumbest block I've ever seen, dude. Because fucking Logano's coming like 10 miles an hour faster, and Bowman just whoop, spins down, cuts back up, just wipes out everybody. Like, that was so avoidable.
The damage to the right front of Ryan Blaney's car was so severe, he's in the garage.
He's out.
Hamlin is back.
I wondered if he could keep going. I knew it was going to be a matter if the suspension was screwed. Or... I don't know how Hamlin's going to keep running.
They said Brad's good.
Yeah, he didn't really hit hard. He kind of slid and touched the
No,
wall.
that's sad. The worst look out of that.
And Ricky
Blade.
Stenhouse gets the free pass.
Brad's got some left rear quarter panel damage. Lap 69, nice.
Rear, so even though the right side looks pretty good, and they got.
Well, that's really disappointing.
Oh, wow. Logano's in third.
Not so lucky on the right rear. The left was pretty damaged on the two. Matt.
Truex is in fifth.
Cosmetically around both
How many cars
wheels.
is that
They
now?
pulled out the fender, the quarter
3700?
panel there. A little bit of bare bond to seal up.
3,608.
They got
That's
the
a lot of
in
damn
the left
cars.
front, but still,
For poor
it could have
racing.
been so much worse. Good news here for the two fans.
Blaney's car, when it
That car is going to be the loop. He's going to cause another caution trying to drive that thing. That thing's just going to spin out. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep minimum speed.
Yeah, Blaney done got out and ran.
The point leader, who had a chance to win in all three previous races
A good
this
chance.
year.
Well, we have an upset in Brock Beard's last car standings. Ryan Blaney with his first last place finish of the season. Hopefully his only.
If they restart this time,
He
it'll
deserves
be
better.
5 to go
5
to
laps
the
to
stage
go.
break.
Stage 1.
Harvick's going to win the
Harvick's
stage.
probably going to win the stage. He's got the outside
I will
line.
say they got Tyson first.
Well, because he
He's
was...
All right,
inside,
debris
yeah.
in turn 3, so they're going to add one.
Okay, never mind. We're going to restart with 4 laps to go.
Everybody is on the lead lap with the exception of
Ron
Joey
Blaney.
Gase, Reed Sorensen, Quinn Houff, 1 lap down.
Out.
Garrett Smithley is 2 laps
Alf.
down, and Timmy Hill.
I love William Byron's car, racing
Timmy
stripes on a
Hill was
Camaro.
right, so Blaney ain't gonna finish last.
Did he get there first?
Yeah, Timmy Hill's the
Oh, okay, so yeah.
Wow.
Okay, Timmy Hill gets the last place finish. And you know what Blaney gets for today? 1 point. Because he didn't get any stage points, and he finished back there, so 1 point. Blaney might as well have stayed home.
At least for me and my car, it was slicker. Typically at Phoenix, we don't have a lot of options.
A lot of feel like Jimmy
Trying to create options for us.
I think the PJ1 will definitely be in
Why
effect.
does he
You
look
already
like
saw
a
it
bitch?
being
Why does he look like a guy who can't fucking drive?
He looks like a FedEx guy.
Denny Hamlin looks like a dumbass who can't drive without running over somebody or fucking himself.
Further repair will restart tail end. And
Brad will be okay.
on the lead lap. Garrett Smithley also comes off pit road, rejoins
Tyler Reddick's in the top 10.
Ty Dillon up to 21st after having been moved to the rear.
I just think
Over the
the
wall.
tire that Goodyear's brought with the softer.
I was hoping Hamlin would be out of the damn race after that
Oh
stupid
god,
shit.
I don't like Joey and Harvick being on that. And Truex.
Yeah.
Oh my
For
god.
how that traction compound.
Back to our regularly scheduled shit show.
Kevin Harvick again, choosing the outside of roll 1. It'll be 4 laps to
4
go.
laps to go in
The
stage
green
1.
light checkers to end stage 1. Here they come to the Geico restart.
Watch this launch off the corner here on that outside lane. God almighty.
That's a bad starting
Look at Kyle Busch, how much he cut. That dog
Look
leg
at-
is
look
still
at
going to
Chase.
use the apron
Let's
down
get
here in
Chase
1 and
right
2.
Yeah.
And give me those
God,
top
Kyle
two
Busch
guys.
got that thing hooked up now.
slide.
Eee!
Oh.
Ah! Almost wrecked off a forward to Benedetto and Truex.
Church Jr. off the 2.
Is Chase gonna catch Harvick?
3 laps to go.
In 6th place after starting last.
What a climb to the front. Goes to the outside quarter panel of his teammate Kyle Busch. push.
I wouldn't be mad if Truex wouldn't stay.
Chase once again Harvick kicks Chase's ass into the corner, but if Chase can get off the corner on the outside, he can blow by Harvick. It's just he's not going to be able to get the outside because Harvick's going to keep running that line and take it away.
Rotated, but then came off of that to the slicker part of the race.
Although he's making a run at him right now.
Stage win more. Kevin Harvick.
Whoever's got the outside line's going to get it.
Harvick's got it.
Yeah.
Look at Chase Elliott and the number of stages he's won so far. 2020 leading the way.
But watch this, how Chase gets off the corner better than him.
Joey Logano coming fast. In third.
I'm sure he does.
We always document how much Joey Logano pushes and how aggressive he is.
One to go in the stage.
How aggressive he is.
You ever hear that radio when there was a big wreck in front of Danica, you know what she says? You could just feel that one start to come.
Oh my God.
I was like, good Lord, Danica.
Yeah, Chase ain't gonna get it. Down the backstretch, Dale.
Well, they say he's the best.
Kevin Harvick wins stage
To
1.
win stage number 1.
Didn't deserve it.
From
But he
Chase
won.
Elliott by a quarter of a
Matt
second.
admitted that
Look at Boyer and Eric Jones for 10th.
That's Jones on the outside
Jones
of
got
Clint
it.
Boyer.
Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick finished 9th in the first stage.
For all his success here, Kevin Harvick has just picked up his first ever stage win at Phoenix.
He's won there 9 times. Well, this is a truly historic moment. God, I remember when stages first became a thing, everybody on Twitter was just relentlessly mocking it because it was like, Kevin Harvick wins stage 1 at Atlanta. Oh, wow, what a historic moment. Give him a fucking trophy. I like when people post stupid shit on purpose, like when Eric Jones won the Clash. This guy being a smart ass. Welcome to the playoffs, Eric Jones.
Do they count that race towards the playoffs?
No.
I was about to say.
It's like the All-Star race. It doesn't
I was saying, I
count.
hope not.
But if things go my way, it will count because I want the Daytona Road Course to be the first race of the season and have it count.
I want to go to the Daytona Road Course. I think that'd be fun. I want to go to the 500. I bet it's fun.
Yeah. We're going to go to the 500 at some point. It could be next year. Could be. Thing is, I'd love to go because, see, it's great because this coming year they've moved all the Daytona shit into 1 week. It's not going to be the Clash the previous week and the 500 the next. It's going to be the Clash on like Tuesday night. Yeah. The Clash on Tuesday night, qualifying races Thursday, Trucks Friday, Arc and Xfinity Saturday, Daytona 500 on Sunday. So they've moved it all into 1 week. It'd be really nice. Go stay at my mom's house. Well, they screwed up. They didn't give me a sandwich. They gave me the barbecue plate, which is fine. Although, gotta admit, I kind of had my sights set on that sandwich. Now that I'd sat and thought about it for a while. Motherfuck. Happy International Women's Day. It's a picture of Cam Newton. He is a fucking lady. And not one of them strong, independent ladies either. He's more of a punk-ass bitch kind of lady. The kind of lady that's mean to, like, restaurant servers and shit. Might as well be named, like, Karen or Janice or something. And now food. Perfect timing.
Stage 1 complete. Pit road will be open. Larry, only got 5 laps on your tires, what do?
Stay out.
Well, we got over 30 drivers on the lead lap. I think you're going to see strategy all over the place.
Harvick and Chase stayed out. Logano pitted. Almirola, Reddick, Jones, Boyer, Custer, Larson, Byron, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain. A lot of guys stayed out. A lot of guys pitted.
He could certainly use more help cutting to the center of the corner, not turning like he would like. A little bit better after the last adjustment. You see another adjustment again on San Regan.
22 and Joey Logano, a little debate there, decided to go ahead and pit. They pitted because of the cycles on the tires. They were afraid it was going to change how their car handles when the tires go from hot to cold. We see the 4 tires that they're going to change right now.
Byron's in as well. Chris Buescher, Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, all getting tires. So unofficially, the first 10 cars stayed out. We'll double check that.
So Mike,
Please
I know we
do,
talked
Fox.
to Kevin Harvick at the start of this race. Let's talk to Joey Logano here about that awesome sauce. Hey, Joey. Jeff and Mike up to Fox Sports with you. Got us?
Yeah, I got this.
Well, man, I know you like to label it as the awesome sauce, but
What
you
you
know,
did
talk
was
us
our
through
boss,
what
man.
the track conditions have been like, as well as that decision to come down pit road.
Track conditions are
Joey doesn't deserve half the shit he's gotten.
Seems like the awesome sauce was pretty awesome, and then it started wearing out a little bit as cars were kind of chasing it higher and higher. Eventually, you can see that some cars in 3 and 4 can make decent speed on the bottom. So, learned a lot over the first stage, which was good. And hopefully these 4 Mr. Fieldgoods we just put on the thing can get us back to the field again.
Well, with those 4 Mr. Feelgoods, you're going to be fun to watch on these restarts. So good luck the rest of the way. Thank you.
Thanks, man. I'm on it.
Well, great, Jeff. Now Motley Crue's going to sue somebody.
12th of the 28 cars on
No, legally distinct. He said Mr.
Kevin
Feelgood,
Harvick with
not Doctor. If I ever get into racing, I'm going to be sponsored by Moe's. Whether they like it or not. You'll be like BK Racing. BK Racing, you'll be, oh, Burger King has a race team like Red Bull had. No, that's not what happened. The car owner for Red Bull Racing was a franchise owner of a Burger King, and he just put Burger King logos on the car. They didn't even get paid sponsor money for it. He just put Burger King on the car just because. Oh, the sad story of BK Racing. There's YouTube videos about it. Fielded such drivers as Landon Castle and Alex Bowman. Then they fired Alex Bowman on Twitter. Well, that's how we found out about it. There's a great video. Alex Bowman blew up at New Hampshire in like 2014, and the car's on fire. And he gets out of the car and he's looking at the fucking safety people. What the fuck are y'all doing? And the safety guy comes running over with the fire extinguisher, trips and falls on his ass. You see Alex Bowman go. I start clapping for him. I think that was the day I became an Alex Bowman fan. I'm like, that dude's got a sense of humor. Like when safety workers weren't getting Juan Pablo Montoya out of his car, and Kyle Petty goes, "Excuse me, Mr. Montoya, can I have your autograph? What the hell's going on?" The announcers were starting to complain about it. I still love Moe's, but they could have put more sauce on that.
This is sponsored by Ford. Built Ford proud.
But they are forgiven.
82 laps complete, getting ready to start stage 2 here in Phoenix. Ryan Blaney came in here as the point leader. Now he's in the garage with Jamie Little.
This will be good.
Well, Ryan Blaney has been checked and released. And Ryan, you saw the replay there. What exactly did you see from the car between the 2 and the 11?
From the car, I couldn't really see it. A couple of us were 3 wide. I was happy to be on the top. Thought we were going to roll the top pretty good through 3 and 4 there. And it looks like the 11 just tried to send it all in there below the 2 and got loose and hit him, and then kind of overcorrected and got us in the left front, and then we got up in the dirt, and we run right to the fence. So, yeah, just bystander that one. Just sucked. It ends so early like that. Sucks that that has to happen that early in the race, but and I do really hate it for Menards and Target and Ford. Don't even get a chance to work on our car. We weren't great the first run, but we made a big swing at it. We didn't even know how that change was. So
thank you, NASCAR, and your stupid damage repair policy rule.
Part of it, but go on to Atlanta and see what we can do.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Jamie. Brian Blaney out early. 33 cars are on the lead lap. The first 10 took no tires. Eric Jones took 2 tires, and Corey LaJoy nabbed for speeding, exiting pit road. He'll restart at the back, but still on the lead lap. Once again, Harvick elects the outside.
I missed it. I couldn't see.
Against Chase Elliott.
You can see really impressive by Tyler Reddick and some of these drivers
That's
trying to.
Yeah, Bubba's in the top 10. Way to go. He stayed out.
They know there are guys further
Look
back
at
that
Christopher
have
Bale.
brand new
Brad's
cars.
in the top 10 again, somehow.
With the late load there in the Geico restart zone, he gets away ahead of Chase Elliott. Wow.
4 wide.
And what you don't want to do is be somebody
Bubba
that
behind
crosses
Joey.
with those guys that did not come down pit road. Those tires are older, and you're surrounded by everybody with
That's
pressure
the
more
first
grip.
stand that he
Get those
did.
Goodyear tires going by on both sides.
Wow.
4 wide again.
Bell on back. That's from 16th spot.
Big wide. See Clint Boyer all the way down to the apron inside of his teammate Eric Almirola. How about Brad Keselowski? He came in and he got tires, but he rode around there and tried to save those tires that gained track position by staying out. Matt, you have more on the 2?
Great strategy call by Jeremy Bowens. Keselowski's crew chief. As soon as they were cleared of the damaged vehicle policy, they radioed him to run minimum speed to save those tires for the next stage. Mission accomplished.
Interesting.
So Keselowski out there on almost new tires.
I'm just curious to see if that damage to the left rear did it do any suspension damage. Right now, it doesn't look like it. Brad Keselowski had a very fast race car before that incident happened, and looks like that car's back up to speed.
Jimmy Johnson with our Fox Visor cam in 14th.
Sadly, it's the highest he's run all day.
See right there, closing up on the rear bumper, Bubba Wallace. There's the last time by off of turn 2. We've seen that a lot today, Mike. You're in that traction compound. The car's maybe a little bit tight as you come off that more traction. The back of the car steps out. Here's the battle.
Chase Elliott's all over Harvick for the lead again.
Kevin Harvick.
Elliott's led 61 laps today.
That might be what it takes today.
And they've got a full second on Kyle Busch in 3rd, so Elliott goes to work on the bottom.
He's 45.
I really think if you're going to pass somebody, Mike, you're going to have to figure out how to get to their left rear off the exit of the corner, then try to dive low and slide up in front of them, that driver on the next one.
Well, I can eat about 10 more pounds of that barbecue.
Ahead of Truex, and of course, he is flying on fresh tires. Closing the gap to Colorado.
The word there, flying, because he is flying compared to these other guys, even though they only have 4 or 5 laps on their tires.
Yeah, there's not a big advantage to pitting or staying out there. Staying out, honestly, probably the right call. That's what I said. I said stay out. Boy, this stage is significantly longer than the first one. That's new this year.
Slides up high, trying to run the same line as the 9. Here's that opportunity I talked about.
Chase has got him this time, I think. Slide job a little bit. Send it in, get up in front. Harvick's going to try to arc back down and get underneath him, but Chase will have the high line now. So Chase Elliott's got the lead now. Well, that's good. I needed to know that he could get up there and do that. So Chase Elliott's leading.
Start fourth on one of those restarts, or a couple of restarts ago. I don't know if it's just because they were so wild and crazy, went 3-4 wide, or his car just isn't great on the short run, but extremely good on the long run.
Now, aside from Logano, the next car with the freshest tires is Tyler Reddick in 9th place, Vince.
How about the job the rookie has done? Started 29th. He is up 20 positions since the start of this race. You know, Reddick spent some time in the Fox production truck during the Xfinity.
Logano passing Kyle Busch for third.
Everything he could about this track and the traction compound that was put down yesterday. When you're a rookie, you've got to go to every level to try to find out every bit of information you can. And for him, that meant spending time with the production television.
I don't understand. I hope he finishes second, just so I can get out and point the car and go, there you have it.
Really appreciate any driver, but especially those young drivers.
Jimmy Johnson's one of those guys that pitted.
Any tool possible to try to improve their performance on Sunday.
Christopher Bell just needs to have a damn good day. He just needs to finish. Top 20. Harvick's back on Chase for the lead. Oh, Harvick drove in hard there.
Contact to the left rear of the 9, Chase Elliott.
Here's Harvick's radio.
You know, for all the problems I've had with Harvick, I do still respect him. Because if you listen to him during the race, he doesn't say stupid shit. He never says, oh, fuck that guy for racing me. He's always like, here's how my car can be better. Harvick never complains really about anyone, unless they're being actively stupid. He's not like Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Joe Logano, and Martin Truex type that's going to whine whenever somebody tries to pass him. Harvick just handles his business and worries about his car.
96 laps complete. Talked about adjusting brake bias. Here's Larry with the Ford Performance car.
Yeah, let's use our Ford Performance Cutaway car to show you what Rodney Jones was encouraging.
Here's our Ford Performance Cutaway car.
These cars have 2 complete different brake systems. One on the front, one on the rear. And depending on where you put your brake adjustment.
Now let's go to Tim Brewer in the Craftsman Tech Garage.
Oh, gosh, in the rear. If your car is loose, Jamie,
Chase Elliott is upside down, barrel rolling
but you have to keep up with it.
into the infield.
Go back and make an adjustment on the car.
Austin Dillon's on pit road. This is definitely an unscheduled stop.
I was laughing at Kevin there because it's clear it's beyond a little bit of front brake bias adjuster, but kudos to Rodney for cheering him on a little bit there, Larry.
That's all you can do now. You go on a pit.
Fourth place.
Brad Keselowski passing Kyle Busch for fourth.
Being part of the caution at lap 65.
Yeah, Brad's fourth.
Into the top 5 now.
Or is he? Kyle Busch crossed back under.
We can adjust your screen. We're going to go box side by side with 90.
Side by side this early? Harvick's back on Chase for the lead again. Yep, this is how this race is going to be all day. I'm fine with it, but I really want Chase to win. Now Harvick's definitely going to get the lead. They're showing the Busch commercial.
He's in the Jimmy John's car.
Yeah. The Jimmy John's, God, Hunt Brothers Pizza is like dog food. But I guess they're a good sponsor anyway. Come on, stupid phone.
There's William Byron. The 13th. God, he is on Chase's ass.
Harvick is right on him again.
Oh, man. He's going to spin Chase out. Why he's getting on that quarter panel.
Why does my phone decide that I can't go vertical? He's going to just wear that quarter panel off until he gets him loose.
He is just...
I'm going to jinx this and say if I trust anybody to not wreck Chase, I'd trust Kevin Harvick. He's just, getting there, getting him loose, and that's working. He's going to take the lead here. Harvick is so good into the corner. Chase is good off the corner, as you're seeing right there. Austin Dillon's got fresh tires, so he's going to blow by these guys and get a lap back. There's that awesome Chase Elliott Hooters car they were just showing. Not that one, but the black one. Yeah.
That black one was nice. Austin might as well just get up there and block Chase.
If Austin was going to block anybody, he'd block Kevin. He doesn't like Kevin. Then again, Kevin Harvick doesn't like him very much either.
Everything fucking fed from us.
These kids have had everything fed to him. I mean, he's right. So Harvick retook the lead there. And Harvick's driving away now.
Kevin Harvick's your new leader. You saw the pass for the lead. Austin Dillon
point that out.
Just pitted. They had a loose wheel, and he's gone 2 laps down.
Austin Dillon had a loose wheel.
Now 7/10 back. Joey Logano 1.3 behind.
Yeah, Jamie McMurray and I were talking during the break there, and confirmed by Jamie McMurray that half a round of front brake changed the entire balance for Kevin Harvick.
Brad said yesterday he is open to listening to offers from other teams. He said he's not actively seeking to look anywhere else, but he said if any team wants to talk to him, he's willing to listen.
Chase Elliott took advantage of that. Once he got in behind Chase Elliott, it seemed like that car started to tighten up and get stronger.
I might let you put him in the 88.
48.
I might let you put him in the 88 and put Marvin in the 48.
Brad being back in an 88 car would be cool. But make sure you just swap the teams. Have Alex keep Greg Ives and his crew and just go to the 48. Because Chad with the 24, that's the 48 team. If I remember correctly. Once again, John Hunter Nemechek's overachieving. John Hunter Nemechek's very talented.
What car he's in compared to who he's driving?
Yeah. He's done a good job all this year, John Hunter has. I'm legitimately impressed with him. There's Newman. Told you Hamlin's car is going to be so slow. Newman seemed like he was in a good mood on Friday. Because he did talk in the garage to some media people. Newman wishes he was in this race because this is one of his best tracks. This is like an ideal Ryan Newman racetrack, so it kind of sucks he's not in the race. Yeah. Ryan Newman loves these kind of cars and loves these kinds of racetracks, so I'm sure it's killing him he's not in the car. Newman's last win was at Phoenix. It was hilarious. Because Kyle Busch had to race one. He was gone with 3 laps to go, and Joe Logano cuts a tire. Caution comes out. Kyle gets stopped on pit road by somebody. Newman takes the lead. And now Brad's going to pass Chase for second. Yeah, Brad's got that thing hooked up.
Multiple trips to pit road to repair damage from that lap 65 incident, so he goes a lap down.
What I remember about Newman's last win was that Larson should have won. Because after they got Kyle, he lost spots on pit road. Larson had to leave. Stenhouse drove in and knocked the hell out of Larson. Ryan Newman just went on. And I was like, damn it.
the car, and they're coming to the front. I think if this thing continues to go green, they're going to run.
Brad is flying right now. And all those race win diecast collectors are hoping he wins just so they can have that car with the damage on the left rear. It's not a lot of damage, but it's distinct.
We talked at the top of the show, Jeff, about what makes a good driver who can make multiple fast laps here at Phoenix with telemetry. Let's ride with Kevin.
Turn 3, one of the heaviest braking sections of this race.
Remember, this is where the championship race is at this year. So it really is the Kevin Harvick Lifetime Achievement Award. That's what I called it when they switched it to Phoenix. Harvick's got a good lead now. He's over a second ahead. I'd expect Harvick to be strong at Atlanta as well. Brad's all over Chase for second.
Not a place where you want to try to hustle the car, shove it in, and jump back on the throttle.
Well, not unless it's one of those wild and crazy restarts.
Right.
I'm kind of pulling for Brad.
But, you know, we're talking about tire management here, too, Mike.
Yeah.
So when you know there's going to be a little bit of road, you feel like there's going to be, you can't abuse those tires.
And Brad is second now. Tyler Reddick is seventh. Tyler Reddick's just slowly creeping forward. You're about to the point where you can make it to the end of the stage, but I'm wondering how long these guys are going to run. Michael Waltrip living his fantasy with a foot-long wiener in his mouth. That does look good as hell. Not going to lie.
So now we just have to hope Harvick wins.
Yep. Then you got to worry about Brad, though.
Joey reporting he's tight. Cole Custer reports he's too tight.
Damn. Skip Bayless is tweeting about the Clippers game. Skip Bayless is a Clippers dick rodder, I swear. Jeff Gluck. This is just one man's opinion, but sitting in the exact same spot where I watched most of last year's race, this race is way racier. I noticed that right away myself. Woo. I love wrestling. So we have a close battle between 8 to 9 different race cars. Fox, you want to see this animated car? Drop my controller. Now, one of these days I got to figure out a better way to do this. Okay. I gotta go throw this trash away.
Did you hear about the whole Le'Veon Bell?
Oh, what happened?
He's in Pittsburgh right now. And, like, he's tweeting a lot, going hashtag Pittsburgh, and everybody's starting to
Be some
wonder.
shit. They get both AB and Bell back. But alright.
Now that maybe they're realizing, oh, the Patriots ain't shit. Wait a minute.
Time to try this whole thing again.
Can we beat Kansas City? We won Kansas City.
When Pittsburgh was at their best, but that was Alex Smith days.
Yeah.
Everybody calls Mahomes daddy.
Start
Now I gotta wait for another
Box is
commercial.
sponsored by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Perfect for race fans. 120 laps complete. Bubba Wallace just made a pit
Well, the
stop.
Coca-Cola racing family's not faring too well. Look at those running order numbers.
Moved up to third.
Daniel Suarez having a solid day.
Crash damage. Austin Dillon had a loose wheel, and Bubba Wallace just tagged the wall.
Well, remember that one of those drivers.
Ooh, yeah.
That's into
Ooh.
turn 3. If you get too high, we saw
I wish
this
NASCAR would throw a caution.
practice.
They're not in one of their moods. They want to see this race play out
Weird transition.
until that right rear goes down. That car's killed.
Chase got a fourth.
Chase is fourth?
Wallace now 2 laps.
3 seconds behind. His car must be dying.
Yeah.
everybody's getting more out.
Something's changing, and Harvick's only won here 9 fucking times, so
Benedetto's falling back.
they know what it takes to have a good long run car.
If he thought he was loose before, he's going to say, I'm really loose. Richie's going to say, well, yeah, wait till you see the right rear quarter panel.
Already's about to be in the top 5.
Brian Priest, they're alongside Ty Dillon from our Tyco Cam. Rookie running order. Boy, Tyler Reddick has been impressive. Look at him in 6th place right there. Let's get a look at the rookies in today's race, beginning with Vince.
Well, I think it's the most impressive run of the day. He started 20.
He's been the best rookie so far this year.
Into the 6th spot, and this is not one of his favorite places. In fact, before the race today, he really wasn't that optimistic when we were chatting about the chances because he just wasn't quite comfortable with this track and the car they had. But he has adapted, and they have given him a good car to run. It's been impressive so far, Matt.
Cole Custer quietly continues to impress like back in
Custer's finally having a good run, a decent run, I'll say. But Reddick is really impressive.
We don't have a solid goal. We've got stretch goals for the year. We're breaking down the year into quarters, and that's how we focus on just running every lap and just focusing. Okay.
Another great run for John Hunter Nemechek in the 38. This is just his 7th start in a Cup car, and he's shown great speed the last couple of weeks. I talked to him this morning, and he said it is such a difficult time to be a rookie in Cup. There is no testing. You get no tire testing. He said this race is our test. And remember, guys, he made a radiator change earlier in the weekend, so he had to start in the back. He's worked his way up to 20. He's doing a nice job.
And he has started at the back, restarted.
Chase has followed some more. Truex just passed him, and Tyler Reddick's going to get in here in a couple laps.
He's right in the mix of things.
So Truex is 4th now.
Here in just a second, the 9 of Chase Elliott. You see Truex making a move on Chase Elliott.
Yep, Tyler Reddick is in the top 5 now.
Not bad.
Chase is going back so far. Has he got a problem? He's lost his advantage off the corner. He just said he was tighter off the corner than he was. And that's where he was kicking everybody's ass, was off the corner. So they've lost that advantage for whatever reason.
Chase is 78 laps on the tires right now.
Yeah. I'm curious when the hell the guys are going to start pitting.
Lap 50 was the last time he did.
On Chase Elliott, that unload, that's before you get into the banking. That's as you transition from the straightaway to the banking. I have a feeling maybe he's dealing a little bit of a loose condition in that area, but at the same time, they don't want to tighten up the exit on Chase.
Well, remember at the start of the year when I said Tyler Reddick would outperform Austin Dillon? And this is a real driver's racetrack. I'd be careful on the outside of Bubba's car. That right rear is gone, so you know that thing's loose.
Chase is still
veterans you talked about.
Yeah.
The number of drivers up front right now, other than Reddick, who's a rookie, but these guys that have championships, this is a track that usually really rewards guys that have patience, that have a lot of experience and knowledge behind the wheel of the racetrack.
Look at Brad. Almost half a second.
Oh, Austin Dillon in the wall. Caution's out.
Look at Brad. Brad was within almost a half a second.
Yeah. Last I looked, Brad was a second and a half back.
I think Brad's
under green to put some tires. We think maybe a tire was
this will be good
going
for
down.
Chase.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of people made.
Right front tire. What did I say at the start of the race?
Yeah, right there you can see. Pretty sure right front goes down.
Yeah, that's done.
They had started earlier, Jeff, because of a loose wheel.
I got 3 letters for you. DNF.
That is flat. Daniel Suarez gets the free pass on this, the 4th caution.
There you go. Give him plenty of shit to clean up.
So wondering if the drivers who last got tires at lap 60, Harvick, Truex, Elliott, Kyle Busch, Andy Benedetto among the top 10 will make it to pit road this time.
got up there.
Saturday on FS1, one of boxing's hardest hitters, James Kirkland, battles the all-action Madman Hernandez in a middleweight showdown. Coverage begins 6:30 Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports.
Back from the dead.
I remember one moment here in Phoenix, I may have been recognized as the Madman.
Just one. Okay. Heavy damage.
One I'd like to have behind me.
Yes.
Yeah, heavy damage for Austin Dillon, but that's unfortunate.
I'm hardly
Not much recovered from that much damage.
I remember watching races when I was a kid when crew guys didn't have to wear helmets.
Varying strategies here. Let's see how they play out.
I remember that. And I remember the race that they said, okay, you guys got to start wearing helmets. There was a bad wreck on pit road and a bunch of guys got hit and hurt really bad. I think it was Homestead, 2001, I want to say. A lot of Truex is in the top 5 now. We'll see what they got.
That was a slow stop.
Position. He said it felt a little tight during that run, but it's too good to make any changes. 4 tires, no changes for the 8 of Reddick.
I think I might go 2 tires here if I'm 15.
Yeah. Well, there's just too many laps left for it to really mean anything. Oh, slow stop for Joey. A little slower stop for Joey. Yeah, big time. So here comes Brad. Chase gained. Wow, Chase got the lead?
That must have been a bunch of bad.
Wow, yeah, Chase did get the lead back. Yay! Clean air.
Chase and Brad up front, this will be interesting. Because Brad had that good speed towards the end. But Chase is fresh. So.
Old crusty walrus. Rusty Wallace. Russell William Wallace. Does his stomach still look like it's on fire? That's a joke you wouldn't get. There's an old clip of a race in like the 90s. And they're like, well, let's take a look at Rusty Wallace. And they have like this graphic. You see Rusty come up on the screen. There's like smoke coming up. And Benny Parsons or somebody goes, looks like his stomach's on fire. And they all start laughing. Because Rusty's standing there. You just see smoke billowing out.
Crusty walrus.
You're seeing stuff in this race you won't see at a lot of races this year, because as fun as that 1.5 mile track package is, you ain't going to see a lot of wrecks unless it's like a fucked up restart or something.
This seems like good racing.
You can't have restarts when you don't have cautions.
Yeah.
You can't have restarts when you don't have cautions, and those.
You advertise that, Dale.
The
donut chickens.
So nasty. It's like greasy.
That's legitimately got to be like 4,000 calories for a
gas station food. I wish they'd bring back, while we're bringing back disgusting sandwiches, bring back one I love. Bring back the fucking Double Down. That thing is amazing. It was a chicken sandwich, but no bread. It was 2 pieces of chicken, and in between the 2 pieces of chicken was some sauce, some melted mozzarella cheese, and some bacon. And it was fucking delicious. The bread is just 2 chicken fillets with that shit in the middle of it. God.
They're supposed to be making a chicken taco at KFC. The chicken show.
Yeah, Joey had a bad
people-
stop.
The people who make food at KFC
They
is
had an
high.
uncontrolled tire.
They are high.
on
His bad stop just got worse. They called it an uncontrolled tire.
As they complete, that tire goes
Good, Joey.
bouncing, and once it gets out of the box,
That's
that is a penalty.
Dipshit.
And restart
Yeah.
tail end.
a penalty unless you're Kevin Harvick at Texas spring of 2017. Or was it 2018? 2018.
Is it bounced back into the outer half of the pit box. It didn't get back across before the car. That's what made it an uncontrolled tire.
Yeah, we've seen where
So like I said, this package is great for these tracks. That mile-and-a-half package is fun, but you don't see a lot of cautions. You don't see guys getting loose that much. And when they get loose, they can easily control it because it's less horsepower, more downforce. But this racing right here is what I love.
But a slow stop for Kevin Harvick, and we'll compare him to Chase Elliott.
14.
Good God!
Oh, wait, no.
And there's
Yeah.
I was about to say, I know he didn't fall back that far.
They had trouble
Yeah,
on the
fifth.
left front
He's fifth.
on Harvick's pit stop, so he
We'll
will
see if
restart sixth.
Keselowski has anything for Chase, or if Chase has got, if they've got his car fixed or
I
whatever.
would
Front
ready.
row against
Yeah.
Brad Keselowski. Teammates Kyle Busch and Martin Truex, row 2. Tyler
Chase has
Reddick,
the
Kevin
outside.
Harvick. Clint Boyer,
Chase is probably going to take off here because he's got the
Jones,
outside.
the top 10. Daniel
We're the
Suarez
top-
got the free
yeah, the
pass,
top 10,
so we will restart
especially
with
fifth or
28.
tenth.
Jimmy Johnson's in the top 10 for the first time today.
Well, they got to start it.
Green flag.
You got to know and don't get the Kevin Harvick.
Good start by Brad. Yeah, Harvick's so good on restarts.
Brad might have
Oh, they were 7 wide or so.
He might get it here.
the lead. No, Brad's not.
Yeah.
Brad's just fast.
Well, Chase. Oh. Brad's loose. Oh, man. Here comes Kyle Busch. Block him, Chase. Block him. And Truex takes the lead.
Well, we talked about Mark
Brad got loose and got Chase loose, and Truex drove by both of them.
Harvick is literally on Chase's ass.
Yeah.
issue, and look at Kevin Harvick coming up.
And there's one thing that's going to piss Harvick off more than anything is seeing Martin Truex lead a race.
I think Truex will be up there long.
Yeah, Truex just took advantage of Brad and Chase getting each other loose.
Chase is letting fly by.
He needs to get by him before Harvick gets to him.
Chase is letting fly by.
Yeah, when the two of Brad
God,
Keselowski
Truex blocked like crazy
got to
there.
the door of Chase Elliott really stalled both of them out. I think they had to check up.
They forgot
Tina
what it's like
Truex
to
just
be
had
up
a big
front.
run, and it wasn't
Oh,
even
Harvick
down the
fell back
throttle.
again. He's in sixth.
Yeah, Brad got by
Those
Harvick.
guys were just going back.
Here comes Brad. Damn it, he's still out there.
Don't you just love Clayton Hughes?
Why would he-
He's awesome on the radio.
I think Truex screwed up there giving Chase the outside. Although Chase you can't drive in the corner as hard.
Boyer going into the top five.
You get off the corner running the high side, you can't get in nearly as good.
Look at Clayton Boyer.
Yeah. It's the first time we've seen Boyer all day.
All year.
Yeah.
What they've done, and they've been adjusting on this car, and it has gotten better. He started this
Well, Boyer was a factor at Daytona. Now Chase is getting Truex. Chase Elliott's going to get the lead here.
Blanket for the lead into turn 3.
There he goes.
We did talk about that short
Let him
run
and Brad
of Mark
fight for a
Church Jr.
minute.
Maybe
Yeah.
they made an air pressure adjustment.
Oh,
That
yeah.
car just seems to be
Chase
on the
is going.
slitter early in the run on those lower air pressures and doesn't have the grip that it has on the longer runs. Chase Elliott goes to the lead. Brad Keselowski working on second.
Ooh.
Keep racing side by side. Brad cleared Truex, so Brad's second now. He's clear. He can get up there if he wants it.
Back at lap 65, Keselowski was part of that 3-car jam-up at turn 3 with Ryan Blaney, who's out of the race, and Denny Hamlin, who's gone a lap down before. Keselowski's car received no damage, and here he is fighting for the lead.
I mean, I saw him back into the wall.
They're giving him no credit.
Clearly, not enough damage to take him out of the race.
There you go.
Great
Not
recovery
enough
by that team. And here's a recovery happening also for Joey Logano after that penalty.
Logano restarted 28. He's up to 16. Fifth place here.
Boyer's got to be happy with his race car right now. He's making some great
Yeah, Boyer's fighting Kyle Busch for fifth, but I think Kyle's cleared him now. Oh, no, Boyer's driving it in.
They got Harvick right in
Doing
front
some
of
great
him.
driving to be able to pull off another great performance here today.
Right behind those two, Tyler Reddick and Jimmy Johnson. So Jimmy up to 8th. Restarted on the 4th row. quiet race so far, but was not
That's
impressive.
Jimmy what it feels like to push the 8 car again.
Most all-time wins at Phoenix.
You put a lot of focus on Kevin Harvick's
That's
abilities.
Jimmy what it feels like to push the 8 car again.
Wins. Jimmy Johnson is also really good here. This is a track he has a lot of confidence in. Right now, he's got a good race.
Jimmy Johnson hasn't seen the rear bumper of an 8 car this much since Talladega in the early 2000s.
I am second. I will never get over that.
Harvick got by Truex for third. Well, we definitely know who the 3 best cars are.
Jamie?
Well, the struggle was real for the 48 Jeff. I know we've been talking about it this weekend, but Cook Daniels told me we are certain this car will race better than we practiced and qualified, and they have not given up. They've been working on it. And by the way, Jimmy did about 50 miles of mountain bike riding over the last 3 days. His crew chief right along.
Fascinating.
But right now, Jimmy's saying the car is the best it has been, and they made some adjustments on that last stop.
Jimmy Johnson sure loves those bicycle rods.
He's 4 seconds off the lead right now, which is held by his Hendrick Chevy teammate, Chase Elliott. Joey Logano continues to charge.
Blow me, Joey Logano. Here, Joey, I got some awesome sauce for you.
He comes real fast.
Look at his 22 car. You saw right there. He goes up high in turn 1, turns in that traction compound, rotates the car, drives straight off the bottom. Gives him a nice straight shot. A lot of speed down that back straightaway to turn 3.
Randall was the second behind.
So the
Harvick's
second
almost 3
stage
seconds.
longer than it's been at 115 laps.
Wow.
We've got 73 to go in stage 2. Jamie Mack
See, I
and
won't
Larry Mack have the analytics in front of them. Let's break down Brad Keselowski.
Analytics.
Yeah, Jim, we've been sitting here watching Brad Keselowski, and he's been able to make a bigger
He's
arc
a
into the
seven.
car, stand a little bit longer, and then do what you said
That was
early in the
a
race.
seven.
He's able to cut down across that traction compound and drive off a little bit straighter. His car, whatever damage it has not affected the handling. He is
You know what I've never seen? I've never seen what goes into keeping track of score and everything around the racetrack. I know how they do it, but I want to see like in detail. Where do they put the scoring things? Like I know the scoring transponders are under the backs of the cars, but what about the ones that go around the racetrack?
I am second.
6th place, about 4.5 seconds back of the leader. 150 laps.
Somebody's gonna be trying to pass him for the win and be like, "You will be soon."
Chase Elliott out front.
So I mentioned this earlier before you got here. I've noticed that when I stream, right, the races that are on Fox Sports 1 get a lot of views. The races that are on regular Fox don't get that much.
Regular Fox sucks ass.
But I think it's because a lot of people don't get Fox Sports 1, so they just go look it on YouTube or something, and they stumble across me. I think that's what it is. Well, Truex isn't yelling, but Truex says he just doesn't think he has the front end speed to keep up with Chase. A few moments ago, Timmy Hill's team in the garage is trying to get their car to refire to re-enter the race. Fired up, says the 66 radio. It's alive. Moment later. Yeah, we're done. Whatever it is, it won't clear out. So they were trying to get back in the race. Trying to give Ryan Blaney a last place finish. Not that it matters. Last 38th pays the same amount of points as 37th. It's 1. So you really wouldn't gain anything. Look at these creepy child molester looking old white dudes in these car commercials. What happened? A loose wheel on Chase Elliott. He had to pit. He's fucked. Because you can't, there's too many laps left from here to stay out at the end of stage 2. I mean, you might be able to try that, but.
He has to hope for a caution.
Yeah. And fast.
And we'll see where the 9 cycles in. He's going to be a lap down.
Yeah, I mean, this place, luckily he was the leader, Mike, because if he wasn't the leader, that's a 2-lap.
Well, that's really unfortunate. Next year, loose wheels shouldn't be a problem when we go to those single lugs. So there you go, people. You want to complain about single lug wheels?
We're going to take you out to what I consider the best seat in the house here at Phoenix, and that's
next year, I bet there will be infinitely less loose wheels. Isn't there a road course configuration at Phoenix? There used to be. Or was that just something they put in the video game? I can't remember. Somebody shoved Michael Waltrip down that hill.
Track owner Buddy Joe nicknamed it Rattlesnake Hill so people wouldn't go up there. Then he made a deal with the Indians that own that part of the reservation to sell tickets to Rattlesnake Hill, and folks can go up there.
You bring NASCAR race, we make money.
So there used to always be these rumors that they would go up there and find rattlesnakes. So is that still a rumor, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not anymore, Jeff. They sell tickets there now.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake sounds better than Monument.
So Chase Elliott's day is just about screwed. Chase is going to need a couple of breaks now.
Be careful coming down. Joey Logano, 10th from 28th on the restart. Just passing.
It's going to be the Brad and Kevin show. Go back to last year, starting at the Dover playoff race, and look at what happened to Chase Elliott in every race since. Dover blew up on the first lap. Talladega got wrecked. Shocking. Martinsville, something broke. I can't remember what broke. Chase has had just a run of shit luck going all the way back to last year. Yeah. 28 to go, and this goddamn stage is long. This is a long stage.
Second, 7 seconds behind the leader right now.
He'll make up a lot of time on the racetrack, but not nearly enough. He can get to the free pass position, I feel like.
All you're going to do is ruin the studs that hold that wheel on and only cost yourself the entire race. So heads up for Chase Elliott. Unfortunate.
Just drive hard and gain everything you can.
He'll have a chance to battle back. Next year, NASCAR will change to an 18-inch wheel from 15 and going to an alloy wheel, where this steel wheel is very tolerant of a loose lug nut. An alloy wheel, even a forged wheel, is not. So they're going to a center lock wheel, and that produced a lot of angst on social media this week.
I don't know why. What the fuck do y'all care about the number of lugs on the tire? It ain't going to affect the racing. Pit stops will still be a thing.
Rallies and comebacks, Kyle Larson would be one of them. He fell all the way back to 23rd with an ill-handling race car, and Chad Johnston went to work on it. I mean, he's pulled a rubber out, he's had track bar, he's
Boy, there's a lot of funny things being said today. He pulled a rubber out. Joe Logano comes fast.
as we tick off these last laps.
It's all about special sauce.
Awesome sauce or whatever.
Let's check the heart rate monitor on Kyle Larson. 93 beats per minute. It was 99 on the pace laps.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to be looking at. You know, this is a hot race inside these cars here in the desert. It's dry. These drivers are working harder because we are on a 1 mile racetrack with low downforce, so they're on the brakes more, working the wheel more. And we know by talking to Kyle Larson, he said, hey, don't base my fitness level off of my heart rate. He goes, I'm a fit guy. My heart just beats a little.
I wish I could compare Chase's times to Brad's right now.
Yeah.
Just to see how much he's
Jimmy
actually
Johnson in
gaining.
8th place carrying the visor can there. And he's about a second ahead of Joey Logano. And they're running just about the same lap time, same for Clint Boyer, who was in 7th, all in the 2790s. And Tyler Reddick has been the big surprise of this race.
He just passed Kyle Busch for 4th, Tyler Reddick.
For Richard Childress has climbed up into the top 4.
Mike, he just passed Kyle Busch.
Big deal. Brandon Jones did it yesterday, and he sucks.
Now, earlier, you could say, well, he had better tires, but now everybody was on pit road at lap 133, so they're all equal, and he's coming, Vince.
Well, and early in the run, he said that the takeoff was just too loose. And Jeff, the crew chief, reminded him that if he's too free on entry, to put some brake in the front. How would that affect the impact of that entry on the turn?
Yeah, if you have too much brake to the rear tires, as you get on the brakes, it's going to try to slide those rear tires and going to upset the car in that transition from the straightaway into the corner. If you put a little more of that front brake, as Larry and Jamie McMurray.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I was at the 2013 Coca-Cola 600. The 2013 cars, what were they, 850 horsepower or something? Them things were fucking hauling ass. 2013, every week, it was like they were breaking a track record or something. It was insane.
I'm going to open up 2 beers. You tell me what's...
It's just amazing how they've completely neutered the cars since then.
Chase is 3/10 quicker than Brad, but Harvick is also 3/10 quicker than Brad.
19 to go on the stage. The stage is so long. I'm surprised I get Fox Sports 1 on this fucking lousy cable. I'm surprised I get it in HD. How many more races on Fox till we go to Fox Sports 1? Atlanta and Homestead will be on Fox, and then Texas and Bristol are on FS1. Then Richmond and Talladega are on Fox. The 600's on regular Fox, but I'll be at that, so it really ain't a big deal. Figure the day of the 600, we leave here a little after 3. But that's in May, so we got a ways to go. Swear to God, if anything I'm going to gets canceled because coronavirus, I'm going to fucking hurt somebody. Because I'm going to that Epicenter thing in Charlotte. And if I can't see Metallica because people are shitting themselves over a fucking virus that doesn't kill you, unless you're old as fuck and already sick, then I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. By the end of summer, that shit will be just about gone. When the heat kills it off.
They said in the U.S. already half the cases have been, like, they've just went away.
Yeah. It's like a bad form of the fucking flu, dude.
Well, they said the flu kills more people than this.
Yeah.
138 laps.
Oh, Jeff, you live in a hotel and don't get FS1? That sucks. You listen to it on the radio then, whenever it's on FS1? That's what my dad does. Which my dad grew up listening to these races on the radio.
Another 1.4 seconds back is Martin Truex. Running in 3rd, he is currently our Toyota top performer. With Kyle Busch in 5th, Eric Jones in 14th, and Christopher Bell in 18th.
If they cancel, I want my goddamn $200 back.
How about Martin Truex's day?
That's the only thing that'd make me feel better. Here's your $200. All right. Obviously, you'd get your money back.
Now that's a mountain climb right
I'd hurt somebody if I didn't.
My portfolio looks
If they cancel, I'm going to be furious. I want to see Metallica.
It's quite a climb for It's higher than to the top of Mount Human.
I've been excited about that for fucking months.
Look who's filling up his mirror, Tyler Reddick.
Look how fast Chase is. He's passing Todd. He's gonna get the lead. He's gonna get back on the lead lap by the end of the stage. Reddick and Truex right now. Yeah, he's just got to get by.
But he was just 9 seconds behind about 10 laps.
Yeah, he can get back on the lead lap here, or be at least be in the free pass position.
JJ Yaley, as he's doing it right now. Now Yaley's in the free pass position.
How the fuck is JJ Yaley running good enough to be in the free pass position?
He just now want to lap back.
Yeah. Yeah, JJ Yaley's 26.
But they don't think Chase can get the Brad. I think he can.
It's gonna be close.
McDowell's about half a straight away ahead, so I like your strategy. If it works.
He's flying.
Yeah.
There goes Chase Elliott sliding up in front of Mark Truex Jr.
And that is not for position. This is 9th place, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Larson.
Oh yeah, let's get excited. They're 11 seconds behind.
Oh, Jimmy tried to use Reed Sorensen as a pick, and that did not work.
Jimmy the Juggernaut Johnson has passed Kyle Larson for 9th. Never mind, Kyle Larson is passing him back.
Now you see Larson goes to the bottom lane trying to slide up in front of Jimmy Johnson.
You see in turns 3 and 4, drivers working their way ever higher.
Ever higher.
Would you take me higher?
The lane of it has pretty much worn off, at least for the right side tires.
Well, I kind of anticipated this is Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Larson really battling it out here. Jimmy trying to sneak to the inside of him down this back straightaway. But that's what I've been waiting to see is this traction compact going to maintain the grip that it has? It looks like it's moving higher and higher. That tells me
Cold Custard is 11th.
wear off of that section and only going to get higher. Will it get too high where that outside groove is not the preferred lane?
So Chase Elliott has passed J.J.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson's about had it with Kyle Larson. Jimmy's gotten crotchety in his old age. That whole miss with Blaney last year at Watkins Glen. Now Custer's trying to pass both of them.
In stage 2.
Well, if they're giving Brad Keselowski any information right now, they're going, get up there and get McDowell, or you're going to give Chase Elliott a chance to get back on the
Yeah,
lead
because
lap.
Chase on the lead lap, they don't move that.
Yeah.
This battle
Look at Jimmy roll the center.
Larson's like, let me
And
get out of
just
Jimmy's
based on
way.
this, I'm guessing that some more adjustments need to be made for Kyle Larson. It looks like he's still really tight. You see him having to slow the car down more than Jimmy Johnson right in the center. It looks like he's having to really wait on the car before he can pick up the throttle.
Cole Custer and William Byron have joined them. Meanwhile, the other Hendrick car, last week's winner Alex Bowman.
John Hunter's really having a good year. I've been very impressed. Yeah, I'm surprised to see Bowman running this bad at this place because he's really good here. Byron and Johnson aren't doing great. Chase has got a real winning car if he can get back up there.
They're going to wait for them to go to get
Chase Elliott's main concern is going to be Brad Kay, who's now just half a second behind Michael McDowell, and right to McDowell's bumper here in turn 4.
Chase,
Coming to 5 to go at the end of stage 2.
he's going to run out of time.
Elliott is gaining on them. There he is, 4th car in the picture.
He's going to catch.
Gonna have
There
to
ain't
get
no way
past
he don't
McDowell
catch
before the
Brad.
stage
Yeah,
ends.
he's probably going to get to him.
5 to go.
Harvick and Brad are going to do all they can to keep Chase behind them, though. I can tell you that.
He's going to have to
Chase is gonna fly
lift
past
as he did off
Harvick.
of turn 2. Opens up the door for
He's
Chase
going to have
Elliott.
3 laps to catch Brad.
So Chase is in the free pass position now, at least.
So it's a long way
long as he don't blow it high.
Keselowski up to Ricky Stenhouse, who's now the last car on the lead lap. Don't think he'll catch Stenhouse.
This is
before
very
stage
important.
I give props to Chase.
Yeah.
And you think that Brad Keselowski's not aware of this? He knows what a threat Chase Elliott is.
You'd rather get your lap back the real way, but you'll settle for the free pass.
Not that you want to be a bad guy. It's just you're a competitor. And if one of your competitors
You
has
want that
had
kid
an issue,
right.
you want to keep them down as long as possible.
3 laps to go in stage
Okay,
2.
he's going to get past Harvick this lap.
Keselowski, Harvick, Truex, Cole Custer, and Jimmy Johnson fighting over the final stage point. Logano 7th, Boyer 8th. And there is 10th and 11th.
And credit to Cole Custer. He's doing a nice job also, as we talked about. The Starbucks cars putting some nice runs together. He's coming into his own here on the end of this long run.
2 to go.
10 lead changes among 4 drivers. Chase Elliott with 92 laps led, highest in that category. Kozlowski's been out front now for 33.
He's going to get Harvick, but he ain't going to get Brad. 51 blowing up. That BJ McLeod. Yeah. Well, Chase will get the free pass, so he'll be back on the lead lap. He's just going to have some work to do. Oh, Garrett Smithley's in that car this week. Okay. I don't even care who drives those cars. They're a waste of space.
And that freezes the field just about where we thought things would end up for stage 2. Now, this carries us to the end of the stage. The caution coming at lap 190. And Chase Elliott will get the free pass and will get back on the lead lap.
Well, it could have been a lot worse.
I think he showed he's got the speed.
Brad Keselowski, after getting into this mess back at lap 60,
Damn.
has come all the way back to the lead. He gets his first stage win of the season and his first ever at Phoenix.
2 first-time stage winners at Phoenix.
Truly historic moment. Did you know they have more stage wins there than Richard Petty did?
Unlock discovery at every turn. Goodyear. More driven. A lot of action in the dogleg today, just past the start-finish line. And on the way to turn 1. A little sweep up going on there. Garrett Smithley evidently was quite an oil down when he blew up here. To end stage number 2. And in that last run, after Chase Elliott had stopped to replace a loose wheel, He was the fastest car on the racetrack over the last 30 laps of this stage, trying to get his lap back.
Well, yeah, Mike, he was the leader before he had to come down pit road for that loose wheel. So, no surprise. He's got a fast race car. He's just got to gain a lot of track position.
But now as the free pass car, after he pits, he will start in the rear, but on the lead lap. Saturday on Fox, catch the David Beckham-owned Inter Miami squad as they make their much-anticipated home debut against LA's newest star, Chicharito and the Galaxy. The action kicks off Saturday, 2:30 Eastern on Fox.
Well, we get 122
and the Fox
laps
Sports
stage.
That's a lot of laps.
How about this stage ending with two rookies in the top 10, Tyler Reddick and Cole Custer?
So impressive. We talked so
Especially
much about
Reddick,
these
because
rookies
RCR's
this
been
year,
garbage
coming
for
into
years
this
now.
season, documenting how well
Custer
they've
should
done
run
previously
about
in
that
other
good.
series like the Xfinity Series, and there was some great race teams. So I don't want to say I'm totally surprised, but I gotta say I didn't know if I would see that happening here in such a tough, difficult racetrack in Phoenix.
After that, John Hunter checking the top 15 and Ross Chastain. So pit road will be open this time. They were last in at lap 133, 60 laps ago. Matt?
Martin Truex Jr. has such a long-run car, but he can't capitalize because he gives up so much time at the beginning. The car still too tight through the center.
Ty's had
Pressure
the
adjustment
fastest
there.
car in the
Look for a
last
piece
30
of tape
laps.
to go back on the grill of Keselowski. A slight chassis adjustment in the rear.
He's got some work to do still, but
Over the longer run, Vince.
And the aid of the rookie,
Oh, and
Tyler Reddick in
that pit box really could help if they get cautions and everything.
as the
what
run
he
went
needs.
on, mainly because the traction compound changed. So you saw the wrench in the rear, so they made a little bit of chassis adjustment
Unless
to
he
frame
just
up
don't
just a
hit.
bit.
Kevin Harvick on the right of your screen didn't
That'd be
like
playing
that
it
last
gutsy.
adjustment they gave him on the air pressure. They are going to go back on that. He just needs a fast stop. Doesn't want to lose any more spots on pit road.
And he did.
You saw a little trouble with the right front.
Truex.
Tire change.
Truex got the lead now off pit road. Tyler Reddick's up to third. Harvick lost 3 spots.
One bad stop with the left front, this time the right front. Martin Truex Jr. picks up 2 and just
Oh.
by inches.
New leader, Martin Truex.
Beats Keselowski.
Well, great off pit road and great net stage 2. Let's dial up Brad
I think that
Keselowski.
heat being
Hey,
passed
Brad,
just
this
shows
is
how good
Jeff
the
and Mike
Chevys
up the
are.
Fox
Yeah.
Sports booth. You got me?
Hendrick's having a
Man,
weird
what a
day.
you're having so far. Look at that damage right now on the left rear. That was so wild earlier in the race where you got caught up in that accident
Mike,
with
when you said
Denny
there was no
Hamlin,
damage
backed
on
in the
the
wall. I thought your day might be over. You guys have a fast race car. How did you win stage 2?
A lot of fight, man. A lot of fight. You know,
How'd you win stage 2? We finished first.
Speaking of fight, if I was Brad about, well, Jeff, speaking of fight, remember that time you tried to punch me in the face? Go back and watch that whole Brad Jeff fight. Watch all the crew guys trying to take cheap shots at Brad. There were Casey Kane crew guys trying to punch Brad. That shit was funny.
Good luck the rest of the way. Thanks for talking to
Who's
us.
still get the 2 car?
It's a good question. Probably Austin Cindric or some fucking bum like that.
Stage 2 winner.
I wish I moved Matt to middle better. If I had a car of that speed.
Yeah, I'd give Cindric the 21 and get DiBenedetto in the 2. You heard it here first. Because Blaney re-signed with Penske this week, so Blaney's staying in the 12.
DiBenedetto needs some good teammates like that.
They technically are his teammates anyway.
Either that or put somebody like, who would they put in the 2? They might just bring somebody in.
Austin Cindric.
Yeah, that's all I said. I'd just bring somebody in.
Chase Elliott, 22 minutes ago. How many laps to go in this fucking thing? That was a little while ago when he was trying to fight to get back to the free pass position.
That caution had it came out like 4 laps earlier.
He'd have been fucked. Yeah. So I said, with this good race, are you ready for NASCAR? to try to praise themselves for fixing a problem that they caused.
One of those crazy ass restarts.
Now, you did see that Tyler Reddick was the fastest car that was on the lead lap that last run. Tyler Reddick might win this race. He's up there. NASCAR, they're with you. NASCAR determined that Brad Keselowski is the leader off pit road, not Truex.
I was about to say
It looked like they were, honestly, it looked like they were fucking tied. But NASCAR said it was Keselowski now.
Oh, God. Imagine Truex.
When they said that Chase Elliott said how many laps to go in this fucking thing, Barstool said later this year, halfway through the second race in the Pocono doubleheader. 2 Pocono races on one weekend. Honestly, it's probably better that way. It's gonna suck though if the Pocono Cup race on the Saturday of that weekend is awful, and you're like, guess what? We get to come back tomorrow and do the same goddamn thing with the same cars. Although they said they're gonna invert the field after the first race. Each race counts as like a full fucking race, but you're gonna bring back the same car for the next day. And they said the lead lap cars will get inverted, so if you finish first, you'll be last car on the lead lap starting the next race. So that'll be interesting.
That just makes me curious for people in racing like this.
Yeah.
People like Blaney, because you're like, wow, Blaney.
The duel in the desert heads into stage 3, 122 laps to finish this one off. And boy, we've seen all kinds of different lines and all kinds of different approaches.
Harvick's pit crew sucking is nothing new.
Phoenix Raceway must be really pleased right now, and these fans that are all here to see the kind of racing. We've seen multiple different grooves, we've seen lead changes, we've seen cars with new tires come up through the field, pit strategy, pit stop action happening. I'm pretty pleased with what I'm seeing, and now we're going to see a pretty long run here to the end. So,
well, I'm tickled to death, Jeff Gordon.
I'm curious to see who starts to move forward or goes back on this one. That traction compound is changing, Mike, and that might be a big factor.
All the early days of Twitter.
Cars fast on the longer run.
Well, one driver very concerned.
Even when you get the free pass, you still got to start behind a lot of lap cars. So.
That's all wondering how far back he is.
Yeah, pretty far back, but he's got to be patient. They're going to need to probably catch a caution or two to have a shot.
I can't believe Brad's on the inside.
And I predict they're going to get a caution. Somebody's going to blow another tire like Austin Dillon did at some point. If there's not a wreck after this restart or something.
I hope somebody eats shit on this restart. I hope it's Kyle Busch and Logano eats shit. Ball number 8.
The championship race is going to be good this year.
Ball number 8.
That's one thing I'm learning from this race. I've got high hopes for the championship.
Wow.
What a launch by Brad.
Wow. Brad might win this race.
Oh, Boyer and Almirola just about wiped out. Tyler Reddick third. Let's go, Tyler Reddick.
Second.
These restarts are wild.
Wow.
Still 3 wide off of turn 2.
He is legit.
Tyler Reddick just passed Martin Truex for second.
Wow.
He was the fastest lead lap car that last run.
Tyler Reddick going into turn 3 on Martin
Truex is getting pissed.
Love it.
The only rookie to finish in the top 5 at Phoenix in the last 13 years was Eric Jones, November 2017.
Where the hell is Eric Jones? He's been like a non-factor. There he is back there.
11.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing about that 8 of Tyler Reddick and his crew chief, Randall Burnett? When I talked to them today, they were both really hesitant to be optimistic.
I want to see Harvick lose a race to an RCR car.
That's why he wants to get behind so bad.
They have made a
Can't let Brad get out there and drive away.
very slight track bar adjustment. Other than that, that's it. They've made very few adjustments to this car. Pit crew's done a nice job. Solid all the way around.
They can go out on the
This RCR team.
We talked to Richard Childress this morning.
I am second. I am second. He is.
Oh my God.
Just in case Harvick didn't know, he is second.
All of last year, This year they already have one. Austin Dillon at Las Vegas, third place.
He has his hands full. One of the best here around Phoenix.
Now Logano's trying to pass them, both of them.
Joey Logano goes 3 wide to the bottom.
Wow, Joey passed both of them in one corner. And Reddick got loose off the corner.
Such an amazing run.
Gather it back up, dude. Look how everybody jumped all over him when he got loose. There's something wrong.
All the way down the front straightaway.
He had himself a moment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than just getting high on the racetrack.
He's got a problem.
Debris on the tires.
Well, we'll see how it plays out with Logano now second, Harvick third.
Damn, he lost a lot. That sucks.
They're in 6th place behind Truex and Almirola. And Chase Elliott has gained 11 positions since the restart to 14.
Wow.
With all this racing going on, he'll catch these guys pretty easily.
Chase is only 4 seconds.
He's going to need cautions to get to Harvick and Logano and Keselowski, but he can catch these
I
guys.
think Chad's going to win it. If it stays like it is, ain't nobody
How to
can beat
Kevin
him.
Harvick. But these teammates have a lot of pressure on them too, and they know that their teammate has a car and has the ability behind the wheel to be able to make something happen. It puts pressure on those guys to do it also.
And Kyle Larson, third on the outside. Probably the best that car has run all day. Michael Waltrip.
Michael Waltrip. Chase is 12.
Yeah, Chase is. Yeah, we know he's going to get. He's going to pass all these dudes pretty easy. Yeah. We were at the Roval last year when he did the same thing, and that was way more impressive because of the circumstance. It was a road course, first of all. That aero package killed the racing on a lot of road courses last year.
Now, Kyle's wearing our heart rate monitor for the Fox Sports team.
Shut the fuck up, Michael Waltrip.
Last week, I think the deck's clear now. Good deal. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Michael. Kevin Harvick, last time by in turn 4, moved Joey Logano just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
No change of position.
He's moving him again.
And I do want to report on Tyler Reddick. I do think you're
Harvick to second.
He just got into the corner really hard, drifted up the racetrack, and almost lost the back end of that race car because he's back up to pace, Vince.
Absolutely, Jeff. He just overdrove the corner, and he has made the comment that traction compound is really changed.
About to be 10th, about to be 9th. He's got a lock on some of these guys.
There's still 100 plus to go.
Yeah. Plenty of time.
The first lane of it is pretty well worn down. As we knew would happen. Let's go back and have a look at what happened to Tyler Reddick.
Well, you know, there's a lot of action behind him. His spotters probably giving him some information that they're 3 wide. He just drove in there really deep, drifted up the racetrack. Goes to show you what a fine line it is of where the edge of that traction compound has some good grip and where it doesn't.
He's less than 3.
If you sit at a certain spot, there's plenty of good seats at the Roval. We could see the whole racetrack. We sit right at the turn 1 on the oval. You can see the whole racetrack. We had a perfect seat for the Roval last time because we were right there at the infield exit where they come back onto the racetrack. Year before, we were right in the middle. It was like the entry to the infield road course and the exit. We were like right in the middle. This past year, we sat right at the exit of the infield area. Yeah.
Here with his teammate Eric Almirola, but he can roll around the bottom. He has a very fast race car.
Just got to be patient, not drive too hard.
There he is. He's coming right back into the picture. 101 laps to go in the desert.
Fucking calling a shot like Babe Ruth over there. I am second. Yep, so at least we know the championship race this year will not suck. If this kind of racing is any indication. That traction compound shit's helping too. It's weird. Pure irony when everyone in McDonald's gear is talking about heart rate. We put the heart rate monitor on the guy's car, sponsored by McDonald's. Is that a... Yeah, it's a Bristol commercial they're showing. A lot of Earnhardt stuff. Turn Bristol into a dirt track for one of... That's how you fix the spring race.
I wish Bristol was a dirt track.
They've made it a dirt track before for World of Outlaws. That's how you fix the Bristol spring race. Make it a dirt track race.
Yes,
they haven't put the dirt in Bristol in a long time. Yeah.
If it was a dirt race.
I remember when I was like 8 years old, I watched the race on TV. I think it was World of Outlaws. They turned Bristol into a fucking dirt track. And it's in NASCAR Heat 4 as well.
I would actually,
So,
wow.
just double zero.
Chases in, yeah.
Quinn Half crashed and Chase Elliott is up to 9th. There you go. There's the first caution he needed.
Engine, a lot of smoke and a big slide.
Wow.
Ending up at the wall and
Boop.
You saw smoke coming out from under the left rear.
I just saved the Bristol spring race. Dirt.
Some oil on the racetrack that spun him around.
It's as simple as dirt. No shit.
Chase will have the lead off pit road.
Is a busy place, man.
Nah, championship race is just 312 laps like this one. Remember a few years ago when they made Phoenix 375 laps and people complained for some reason? There was a really dumb article in the local newspaper I remember reading. Ryan Newman won that race. Go figure. Oh, and guess what? Kyle Busch had it won and a caution came out with 2 to go and Ryan Newman stayed out and took the fucking lead and won the race. Why does Kyle Busch lose races at Phoenix to Ryan Newman because of late cautions?
Harvick is way slow.
See how many spots Chase might be able to gain here, if any. Should I Chase have a slow stop?
1 spot.
Okay, he gained 1 spot.
Reddick is second.
Tyler Reddick's back. They took 2 tires.
Christopher Bell fifth.
Truex, Reddick, and Bell took 2 tires.
Look at this top 5. Holy shit.
It's interesting because they didn't run that many laps, so now would be a good time to try 2 tires.
Tyler Reddick's smart about it. I think everybody being bunched up will help Chase, especially all those 2 tires up front.
Yep. So, Chase wins this. The Roval is probably still more impressive, but still.
I kind of wish he'd push
Dude can drive.
Tyler Reddick to the win.
See, Brian France is suing the guy that runs the Drunk Brian France Twitter account. Brian France should fucking sue himself for being a fucking embarrassment. He's not going to win the case because parody Twitter accounts are protected under free speech because somebody tried to sue one last year and the case got threw out. So Brian France says it's that Twitter account's fault that he had a bad reputation. It's like, no, you've got a bad reputation because you're a piece of shit who drove under the influence. If you get behind the wheel drunk, high, or whatever, you're a piece of shit. Yeah. I don't care who the fuck you are. First of all, if you do drugs, you're an idiot. If you drink and get drunk, you're an idiot. So I don't know how a Twitter account's the reason. Oh, fuck you. You fucking cockeyed looking jackass. You ever looked at Brian France? His one eye starts to wander around. Fuck Brian France, and I hope he hears this one day. Then he said, "Oh, I was about to step down from NASCAR anyway before I had to resign after his arrest." It's like, yeah, sure you were. He was going to leave anyway. Well, what the fuck was taking you so damn long? Fuck off. People wanted Brian France gone for years.
Phoenix for Quinn, house blown engine out there. Or excuse me, double zero's blown engine. Quinn out.
You cannot make it from here. You still got to pit one more
What
time.
makes a race? Something like that.
Yeah.
Out of the race. So, a lot of different strategies here.
Yep.
This should be an interesting Credit One Bank ones to watch. Jeff.
Oh, man. In his sixth start, rookie Tyler Reddick is having a career day. Back-to-back championships in the Xfinity
Remember,
Series.
Reddick was top 10 at Kansas last year.
Since 2009. Maybe he gets it today.
Jeff Martin Truex Jr. had to start at the rear of the field.
Fuck off, Larry.
Larry Mack Reynolds.
In Phoenix, he's got a fast race car. I don't want to jinx
Somebody's gonna pick Kyle Busch.
this year, his pit crew has been solid.
Nobody touched Chase or Brad yet.
Well, guys, the one that has been dominant over the years at Phoenix has always been Kevin Harvick. All the wins that he's had here,
Fuck
he's had a
Chase and
fast
fuck
car
Brad.
again today. He's going to get past this pit road trouble that he's been having. Kevin Harvick gives it at the end.
Guys, Brad Keselowski started
Nobody
14,
picked
got
Chase.
caught up in that wreck on lap 65.
Fools.
He'll use a little pit strategy to get back to the front, let 58 laps. He's a guy to watch.
Jamie, I think Chase Elliott's going to make it all the way back to the front. Almost. I think he'll be chasing Joey Logano at the finish line.
Mike said he thinks Chase will be chasing Joey.
Mike Joy, you're a fucking buzzkill.
To watch. With 93 to go,
Chase
we
is
still
gonna have
have
the lead in
27
5 laps.
cars on the lead lap. Daniel Suarez gets the free pass.
I like that Chase took 4 tires and not 2. Just stick with it.
And Jones will lead them back
I like
to
how
green.
4 of the top 5 took
Christopher
2
Bell will
tires.
restart fifth.
So this restart should be fun.
Now, from here, it looks like, okay, there's the asphalt
Christopher
and
Bell.
there's the traction compound. But what happens when the rubber meets the road? The sneaker rubber, that is. Well, Jeff and I went out.
We're not sponsored by Firestone. It's Goodyear.
We just happen to have a pace car right here. Why don't you take a couple of laps and see the difference, one surface to the other?
Feel the difference? I really want to know what it does to those tires.
Cool. Have at it. What?
Let's go. Alright, let's go into this traction compound, see what it does.
Mike Joy's looking more and more like Walter Matthau every week. Moron putts.
They just like completely started shredding the tires as soon as they got on them.
I think there's no doubt that's going to be an outside group. The question now I have is, will it turn into the preferred lane?
Right. I think if enough people use it and get enough heat in that surface.
As soon as he got on it, started ripping the tire up.
He's a great driver. He's a 4-time champion.
Trust me.
I'm the world's worst.
It's a crime that Jeff Gordon only won 4 championships.
The only time I slowed down in that run was when I saw Mike.
Eli Gold taking time out of his busy schedule of being a sexual predator.
He says, I didn't notice how fast we were going. I said, oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Phoenix. I can't do an Eli Gold impression. It's been so long.
Oh, stop it. That was fun. We'll do it again. Don't worry.
I kind of sounded like Bill Walton there, though. Unbelievable. NASCAR is amazing racing. Oh, he gave Reddick the outside lane. Reddick might get the lead here.
I think what's going to change here is the lead.
We'll see how it does on the restart. Truex is obviously way more experienced, and there you go.
Two-tire change.
That outside lane's got the fast cars.
Yeah. Let's not kill each other going into one.
Truex is completely too hot.
Chase is in a bad spot right now.
Ooh. Don't be stupid, Joey, like you are. Brad.
Eric Jones. Eric Jones! Eric Jones chopped Keselowski and they hit each other in the corner. You see that?
I think Brad's got
And Chase took advantage. That was Eric Jones. He just completely chopped across Keselowski's nose.
You see Tyler Reddick.
Damn, I hope I didn't cut a tire on Eric Jones.
We see the 95.
Wow, look at his tires.
Man, them 2 tire guys are getting run over. With Truex. Truex ain't gonna last much longer.
And he was one of those with just 2 tires on that stop.
Christopher Bell's done fell back on 11
You see the
spots.
damage on the right rear quarter panel. The 95 Christopher Bell. See the back
He got loose.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Bell made another bad mistake this week. Another bad day for Bell.
Logano's coming after the lead.
Well, way to go, Mike Joy.
And Kevin Harvick.
He had to rub it in. Joey Logano coming for the lead. It's going to be nice when it's Harvick, Brad, and Chase.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just can't compete with those 4 fresh tires. And Logano has a fast race car and the tire advantage. Trick's going to give him a little love here down the back straightaway.
Hit him harder. So unfortunately, for the first time today, Joe Logano's leading. 87 laps to go.
Tyler Reddick.
The racing of champions.
You know, I was just going to say, Tyler Reddick, after jumping the cushion a little while ago, almost making contact with the outside wall. I think he's been a little bit more careful, plus those right side tires aren't quite enough grip for him to carry speed with some of these guys with fresher tires.
Vince.
Well, the one thing Tyler has complained about throughout the course of the day is that the car has taken off too free. So that's why they went with the 2-tire change, hoping to tighten it up on takeoff without hurting it during the course of the run. So he came in 8th, went out 2nd. They were willing to give up a couple of spots on that restart, but we'll see if they fall below that 8th spot in which they came in for that.
He's looking at a top
Well, he's
10.
currently 5th. We'll see how that plays out. 2nd place, Harvick. Inside of Truex.
Go Harvick.
Makes the pass.
Yeah, and Mike, a lot of times when you put right
85 laps to go.
left side tires have the air pressure
Yeah.
built up.
That's why I'm like, go Harvick.
So you match up the right
Get
side
after it.
tires. Typically
I remember when we
does
went to the
tighten
600,
race
it was
car
like
balance.
Harvick was the only chance, and he hit the wall. And he like,
But I was
Yeah,
happy.
like, oh, fuck.
I was happy because I'm like, good, 1 down, 1 to go.
Nothing ever happened to Kyle.
No.
They led like
We could see how
380
speed Tyler Reddick
laps.
carries into the center of the corner.
At least we weren't there in 2016 when Truex led 392 out of 400.
Chase Elliott barely squeezed up front of the front bumper of Tyler Reddick.
Truex is the reason that stage racing is a thing. Twice that year, Dover in the fall and the 600. My God,
3rd place.
Dover in the fall, he lapped all the way up to 4th place, dude.
How about a Fox NASCAR crank it up?
How about a NASCAR on Fox? Shut the fuck up. It's the part where it's like we're at the race. Chase Elliott up to 4th. Harvick slowly reeling in Joe Logano.
If they can get some fights going, we'll be good.
Yeah. Lap traffic, that's coming. Still got to pit one more time, though, so this race is far from really being over.
Tire going down. Kyle Larson coming, tire going down. Believe it or not, it's a lot louder than real life.
Yeah. Although it was funny last year to be down low for the Xfinity race and down low for the 600, the Xfinity cars are louder than the Cup cars because
Xfinity cars are not.
because the Cup cars are muted now. They're muted because they got them down to 550 horsepower, that tapered spacer. So the Xfinity car is louder, which is weird.
Juggernaut.
Jimmy the Juggernaut Johnson having a meh kind of day. We'll see what happens.
He's having a Jimmy day.
All I can think about is that race Ryan Newman won here a couple of years ago. So you never know what's going to happen. Harvick is definitely catching Joey. Chase probably needs one more good caution. Maybe. He might not need one, but we'll see.
Let's crank it up with Chase. Chase.
That Sports Clips car looks good on Kyle Busch. I have worn my finger out opening bottles of Sprite.
77 laps to go. The 4 cars that took on only 2 tires on that last stop, that did not work well. The 4 of them have lost a combined total of 38 positions.
20 of that was Christopher Bale.
The only way, it's got to be a restart inside of 5 or 6 to go if I'm going to take 2 or whatever.
And maybe your car will be able to stay out front even though you're on 2 less tires and less grip. How difficult is that?
There'll be
from
one.
a crew chief's perspective?
Yeah, because you were right there in no man's land.
No way this thing goes green to the end, I don't think.
And Jeff, I think you talked about it. It changes the handling of the race car. And then, I'm sure a lot of it was based on
Christopher Bale restarted 5th, and he's the last car on the lead lap.
He hit the wall. So.
I think that's probably why it was not a good decision.
Well, the Tyler Reddick experiment right now, he's 8th, right where he was.
Reddick and Truex are doing okay for 2 tires.
I know you say that, Mike, but he's been so good on restarts with those 4 tires. I think he was only going to continue to move forward.
I agree.
You see Eric Jones coming off of turn 2.
What a save.
I did not hit Kurt Wood. That was
Here's how Jimmy Johnson saw that.
Jimmy Johnson saw this as, holy shit, opportunity. Ah, he lifted. I'm like,
yeah, like a half a second lift.
Eric Jones started to move down the racetrack. Then he checked up for just a split second, but he saw opportunity and went for it.
6th place, Martin Truex, one of those cars that took just 2 tires on the stop. And
you get 7 or 8 guys that take 2 tires with 5 or 6 to go. One of them's going to win, unless there's just caution after caution.
It was only Newman, and it was only
David Reagan. If there were more cars and about 1 or 2 laps less, he asked if they were going to move to the back. Harvick's reeling him in, and Chase is reeling in Keselowski. The 2 best cars are still Harvick and Chase.
So he's asking about Kevin Harvick because he sees Harvick closing in his mirror. Where is he meeting me?
Yeah, and Joey Logano's looking in his mirror, but you're in the middle of the corner. You can't see exactly what Kevin Harvick's doing. And trust
Yeah, he gained 2/10 that lap alone, it seems like.
Great information there. And one of the things Kevin Harvick does, you see how he straightens out the entry into turns 1.
Harvick's still strong on entry. That's been his thing all day.
And his car that rotates good in the center to get it turned quickly and back to the throttle to get down the back straightaway. And it sounds like off of turn 4.
Be a 10-time Phoenix winner.
Now, he uses more of that tracking compound off the exit.
He only won one stage.
His line of information.
Harvick's telemetry, lower left.
Heavy on the brakes into turn.
Look how strong he is in the center and coming in. Little loose off the corner, but it didn't hurt him that much, really at all. He's still gaining.
Underneath you, and I think again we talk about the things Kevin Harvick does so well. His car turns the center really well.
Loose off of 4 there,
Loose in and loose off, Mike. So you've got to change how you drive the car.
but he's just faster than Joey. 69 laps to go. Yeah, I know.
With 69 laps to go in the Arizona desert, Joey
69 laps to go.
Nice.
All the ones they could have pointed out.
$69 laps to go. 68 now. Damn.
Well, if you count overtime.
If I ever won a range shortened race with 69 laps to go, I'd be getting interviewed and I'd look over at the pylon and say, 69 laps to go. Nice.
Hooters, that car's so nice.
Yeah. Hooters. I saw a meme the other day. You remember that? Harvick is at Joey's bumper. He's putting the bumper to him now.
Spinning.
I wish he fucking would.
He won't, because that's giving Brad and Chase a chance, and Harvick knows that.
Harvick's usually
he's faster too.
Harvick's usually not the kind of guy to do that, but I mean he's done it before.
I wish he would.
He did it to Joey before for no reason.
I kind of wish he'd get beside Joey and blow a tire. That way we could watch Brad and Chase go at it.
Coming up on Denny Hamlin, look out.
I love it. The top 5, there's only one set of teammates.
Is Denny going to get out of the way, or is he going to be a dick to Joey?
He's going to be a dick.
Looks like he's going to run that high line. God,
Ooh.
Look how slow Denny is, because he can't drive in the corner or that thing will spin out. Harvick pulling back to the quarter panel.
Harvick, come on. Joey's fucked so much.
He's going to get Harvick's doing the right thing. He's being patient because he knows he's going to get it. Just keep getting on him and get close enough to get him loose every now and then.
He might have a good run right here. No, Joey up pretty good.
The NASCAR, Gander, RV, and outdoor trucks, that's a mouthful.
Oh yeah. Harvick's got him right here. Dive down.
That's right.
A bunch of lap traffic.
Trucks and Xfinity are on the same day next week. It's a double header.
The most recent of our 6 leaders, 16 lead changes, 26 cars on the lead lap.
Quit fucking with him, Harvick. Quit playing with him.
Oh, this car's going to suck for Harvick.
That call let him go. Oh, here it is. Harvick's to his door. Yep. New leader, Kevin Harvick. Kyle Busch passed Chase Elliott. Harvick's going to use Christopher Bell to slow him down. There you go. Yes.
Joey is on that door.
That camera angle was great. You could see Joey's fucking head and hands. So Harvick cleared him for the lead.
Now it's on under his pit crew.
Yep, Chase is going to need cautions. His car, he's fading. He just started dropping back.
Brad, and now he's 3 seconds behind Brad.
We went back racing at 91 laps to go.
Trouble.
Eric Jones.
Caution's out. 60 laps to go. All right, this is the money shot. I mean the money stop. Harvick's like, great, now I got to pit with everybody. Yeah, Eric Jones crashed and
Jones was running 15th. Had a good run going. In fact, he was the last rookie to score a top 5 here in Phoenix. That in November 2017.
I love that paint scheme, though.
I'll bet this nobody tries just 2 times.
Booby la booby. Those guys I watch on YouTube, they were watching years ago. They were doing their live reaction to the 2011 Daytona 500. Bobby Labonte's going from lead. He goes, "Look, Booby's back, Booby la Booby," and one of them goes, "Booby la Booby." The other guy goes, "Needs to retire."
Chase ain't getting every break in the world.
Yeah, it's actually working out pretty well today for Chase. Oh, Custer followed him in. What the hell was that? Did Custer get any of that? He was just racing him, and I guess he just followed him. I don't think he did. He looked like he was further back, but he was right on his ass getting in there.
The moment of caution, the 95 was in the free pass position. Christopher Bell had just been lapped. So he will get the free pass.
I want to watch the race sitting on that O'Reilly logo. There's a wall there. They should sell grandstands there, dude. They should. They should put some fucking bleachers in there.
59 to go. And as a lot of the teams were talking about being between 1 and 10
You can
laps
make it from here, so this could be it.
and everybody wanting fresh tires.
This is the point where every race picks up. The last pit stop is when I'm like, all right, this is for real.
Like Jeff said, now it's just about a good quality 4-tire stop.
That's my favorite part about Daytona and Talladega in particular. Getting that last pit stop, you're like, all right, here we go. When you know you can make it, it's time. That caution couldn't have come at a better time for Chase. That first pit box could help here. Preferably, he'd like to restart 4th or 2nd, or just get the lead and pick the high line.
You know, Harvick still have a slow stop and restart about 5th or 6th. I'm expecting a couple big changes. Chase up front. Chase, Brad, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle's out.
Reddick really did survive on the 2 tires. He didn't really lose it much at all from where he was before.
He's not behind Brad. I'm about to see Kevin Harvick's having a slow.
Bet you everybody takes 4. That was actually a good one. He's going to keep it. Chase just got killed on pit road. 3 spots.
Pretty much the same.
But he's going to restart 8th on that outside line. That's the only thing he's got going for him now. I think this is Harvick's race.
We saw in these pit stops, look at the right front. It's that tire changer, pulls that tire off, sits down, look at all the brake dust from the brake pad dumping out of the wheel.
Imagine how hot the wheels are on that thing.
Oh, they're brutal. That's why they wear those fucking thick-ass gloves.
Well, if there's ever going to be a time where you want to have a great stop, we've seen Kevin Harvick. They had a few issues.
That was a good pit stop by Harvick.
Not that time, not when it was the money stop, and they got
the money shot.
Really strong.
Brakes with Larry McReynolds.
Well, this is probably one of the first races this year in 2020 that we've been talking about brakes. We've talked about how
yeah.
cars go off in the corner with this.
You notice anything fundamentally wrong with that statement?
They take and run as big a brake package as big brake pads as they can. It fills the entire inside.
As big a brake passage, as big a brake pads as they can.
When they didn't practice race practice. I gotta find that clip of him saying that shit.
And they also put fans inside those.
Daylight when we're gonna take the green fag.
These teams keep the tape on the nose and are taking some of that air away.
That was at the 600 in 2010. He said that. He said, it's daylight. We're going to take the green fag.
Brakes always important here at Phoenix. What's always also very important, and we've heard a lot from them today, are the spotters up on their unique perch. And in the midst of them stands Michael Waltrip.
Leave the fucking spotters alone.
You want to come down and see what the high side.
Somebody throw him off that spotter stand.
He's Tyler Reddick spotter, and he told me that the kid doesn't.
Pass him, I say, Michael.
He's just out there racing his car, having a good time, loving this opportunity to run up front in a cup race at Phoenix. This is a huge statement for this team, and I'm liking what he's doing.
Yeah, I got
the
a race
track, and the
to look at.
spotters are. They got a great view up here.
There's the new Rams logo.
And here's a bit of radio traffic from.
It's going downhill quick. You can tell.
So I said some strong 1990s video game developer vibes from that one.
That almost makes me feel like the Chargers.
Yeah. Remember that one the Chargers were going to use? Oh my God.
Well.
Getting set to restart with 55 to go.
Big winner, Kyle Busch.
What a day this rookie driver has had.
Yeah.
Outside second row behind Kevin Harvick. That inside row's been taken off the past couple of restarts.
You missed Mikey earlier when he had the big wiener.
And see, Joey's got Brad behind him. So.
If this goes green, it's going to be pretty lame. But I think
they're going to leave with Joey and Brad. But I think Harvick's going to win the race.
That's your top 10. 25 lead lap cars, including Christopher Bell, who got the free pass.
Mike, we saw a heck of a battle.
John Hunter Nemechek on the lead lap in 20th. That's damn good for them. Ty Dillon 15.
They try to catch the lead and get that clean air.
Chasers don't look the same. Inside run.
Not a great start by Harvick there. That was not a good start. He did not get a good start.
Oh, God, Joey.
Joey cut the bottom there. Wow, Joey got the lead. Harvick had a terrible restart. I think Harvick's still going to chase him down and get him, but God, I don't know what the hell was up with his restart there. He's got to get clear of Brad. He can't let Joey get out there.
Brad knows what second means behind the teammate.
Yeah.
Chase is just kind of bunched up.
Harvick completely shit the bed on that restart.
His pit crew did the job.
Yeah, the pit crew started doing their job, and then Harvick screwed up, but he's going to get it back.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott sent that shit in on Eric Almirola.
Against Almirola, this will be for 7. Truex and Busch, teammates fighting it out just ahead of them.
Right on board here, Kyle Larson searching for some grip in that high lane, dives to the bottom, uses the apron off the turn 2.
And Martin Truex did not get off that corner well, and now Kyle Busch has dropped to the inside. Almirola looking to the outside.
Almirola was standing loose. They fixed that with air pressure. But keep an eye on that 19 and 10. They were not racing well together 2 runs ago. In fact, Mike Bugger Radish told him, you race him like he races you.
Harvick's all over Joey again. Joey didn't get away at all.
You can share a lot of information, but when you get to race day and you're one of the last restarts of the day, teammates are not. You're going for it.
Boyer to the bottom on
Chase Elliott 3 wide in the middle.
And they come off the corner 3 wide.
That worked out good.
Oh. He's going to drive in deeper than them, though. He's been good at that all day. Almirola drove in way too deep, and he still couldn't keep up with Chase. Meanwhile, up front, Harvick is all over Joe Logano again.
And Larson, uncharacteristically working the yellow line at the bottom of the racetrack, trying to move up, and now he's way down off.
Right now, you just go wherever they are. And that clean air was on the bottom lane for Kyle Larson, and he made it work.
And as they said, no later.
Almirola's got his hands full. Go back to the front, fuckers. He's all over him.
Is that one car sponsored by Pornhub?
Finally, they're showing the lead again. 48 laps to go. Nobody has to pit again. If there's another caution, I bet your ass they will all pit again.
Thorns in the first 3 spots. Logano, Harvick, Keselowski.
4,
Kyle Busch and Chevrolet 6th. Chase Elliott.
Oh, no, Tyler Reddick in the wall. Hard crash. Caution's out.
All right, Chase. One more chance. Damn, that
265.
Yeah.
Tyler Reddick was running.
Had that Ryan Blaney look today.
That's, yeah, Reddick was having a great day, but that thing's junk. That's bad.
To the right side of the 8 car, Tyler Reddick.
Probably got the wind knocked out of him.
A lot of positives to take out of this day because he saw and he knows he can run with the best of the best like he did today.
Consistently running.
Just cut a right front tire just like Austin Dillon, his teammate earlier.
Ooh.
Yeah, right front tire.
Tire went down. Don't know what would have caused that tire to go
That's
down.
why I knew this thing was not going to go green to the end.
Hard to say, but definitely something broke in the right front. Very
Yes.
similar to his teammate Austin Dillon.
Whatever Harvick does, do the opposite.
I think I just did.
But I'd probably pit. They've run a few laps, so.
Well, everybody will know he was here.
Pit.
As Tyler Reddick
Oh yeah, Tyler Reddick got some nice mention
in the
today.
wall with 46 laps to go.
That's another spot for Daniel Suarez.
We've run 7 laps.
Pit.
We've got 24 drivers on the lead lap. I think you're going to see drivers stay out. I think you're going to see come get 4.
It's going to be a mix.
This is going to be really weird.
Come and just do 2.
Pit road's not open. Pit road is not open yet.
He said, I don't know if I'm going to come and do 2, but if I'm coming, I'm going to do 4.
But I do think we'll have some stay out.
What is up with this race?
Oh my God, 69 laps to go.
Nice.
Oh, Kevin Harvick's probably raging right now.
It's a tough spot. Well, Logano's the leader, so he's really the vulnerable one here.
Harvick's pit road could fuck him up one more time. I think everybody's got to pit just so they can be better than Kevin Harvick. Because they know if he pits, he takes a good chance of fucking up.
I don't think it's going to be as mixed as they think. I think everybody's going to pit.
I think people like Byron, Benedetto, Ty Dillon, Bowman, Cole Custer, Stenhouse, Busher, those guys should stay out. Oh, to me, if you're outside of the top 10, you should always stay out. Unless it's just absolutely
I won't say a short run, but only 40 laps roughly.
Yeah, but it's those top 5, 6, 7 positions, those guys might stay out, but I think everybody behind them.
If they stay out, you pit. Okay, Joey's pitting.
No question, no question.
Pit. Keselowski stayed out. Chase Elliott stayed out. Larson, Jimmy Johnson, William Byron, Cole Custer, Chris Busher. I don't know if it's going to be enough to last the 40 laps, but yeah.
I think the other guys are banking on another caution.
Yeah.
So maybe they're being smart about it. But they're going to be the reason the caution comes out.
I was saying pit, so I stand by that.
That's me. I was saying pit. Yeah. But just because a few of them didn't, I want them all to not pit. So the leaders get stuck in the back. But I like this. Yeah. It makes for interesting.
Slow stop for Harvick. They look like they were slow on that right side. But not too bad. Well, the good news is Logano's way the fuck back. Logano got killed on pit road there. Yeah. Not to mention all the cars that stayed out, so yes. I don't care what happens now. I just didn't want him to have a chance.
Problem with the jack. Bring out the backup over the wall.
Too much jacking off going on in the 22 pit box.
Big trouble. Boy, he's going to be on a charge on this restart.
The more laps they run under caution, the better. So, yeah, keep running under caution.
I'm ready to see the leaderboard. That's all I'm ready to see.
Keselowski, Elliott, Larson, Johnson, Byron, Custer, Busher.
So the top 9.
Is that right? Is Suarez on the lead lap?
Yes. Corey LaJoie is on the lead lap. He is not.
Brad wanted to stay out.
See, they're banking on pulling out a nice 6-second lead.
I love his fight. He's already shown what kind of fight is in Brad Keselowski.
This is interesting.
This number 2 team today.
I just feel like there's too many laps, but we'll see.
Anybody in that top 9 besides Suarez.
Now, the trouble is, you want this to stay green if you stayed out. If you keep getting cautions, them dudes on tires are going to eat you alive. So, I would have definitely pitted there.
I think I caution one about 20 to go.
If you get a caution that late, I might drag everybody to pit road with you.
Denny Hamlin being a dumb dick. God, I hope Brad wins after that. I don't know. There's so many people I want to see win. Besides Harvick and whatnot.
Joey Logano bounces a tire to the outer half of the pit box. That is the penalty, and had to restart in the back. Chase Elliott had a loose wheel, had to pit from the lead.
See what a good race this is when tires wear and there's like, you can play strategy with your tires. Not to mention the cars are loose as shit.
It's so satisfying to not hear fuel mileage.
Oh, the fuel mileage races are fun.
It gets on my nerves.
I love when the 600 turns into a fuel mileage race.
Everything was looking really good until about lap 130.
And now we get ready to restart. It'll be with 41 laps to go. Keselowski's Mustang and Elliott's Camaro on the front row.
This is what I wanted. I wanted about 9 cars that split the field.
It's just too bad that 1 or 2 of them shitty cars, so they'll get out of the way really fast.
I like to see Corey LaJoie.
Whether they want to get out of Suarez on the lead lap this late in the race in the top 10. I don't care how he got there.
But if that driver on the outside gets a good jump, he gets to the outside, going to cause problems.
They need us to go green all the way to the end to have the best chance. If we start getting caution after caution, they're just going to have to pit and give up on that.
Look at that 32 car in the top 10.
Pretty even restart there. Chase following him all the way down to the bottom.
Go Chase.
Kyle Busch is the first car on fresh tires. Chase to the lead. Kyle Busch going to win the race. Oh, Chase nearly killed himself off that corner. Kyle Busch is going to win the race. Kyle Busch is going to win this race. Here comes Kyle on fresh tires. I can't believe Larson came out of this with the lead. But Kyle Busch is going to win the race. The worst thing that could have happened has happened. One of them 4 tire guys has gotten up there.
Harvick fell back. Kyle Busch ain't gonna win.
He's going to win this race. If it stays green, he's got it.
Kyle Busch.
Oh, Larson. Larson got a little loose. Kyle Busch is going to get in front and drive away on them fresh tires.
The best balanced race car all day. There goes Keselowski to the inside. Can he hold him up? I don't think he can.
He's not going to be able to keep Kyle Busch back there.
Byron 4th, Elliott 5th, Boyer 6th.
Okay, now I'm hoping for another caution here in a little bit.
Yeah, go back to that restart.
Because I don't want Kyle Busch to win. Look at how far Chase followed Brad down to the apron.
Kyle Busch is like...
Keselowski slides up. You see the 9 of Chase Elliott gets really loose, has to check out, loses all.
That was a crazy moment there after that restart.
Maybe a little contact into the wall like Chase Elliott. He lost several positions after that.
Kyle Busch gunning for 2nd.
Yep, the writing on the wall. Kyle Busch going to win the race if it stays green.
And Larson.
Oh, Byron just got put in the wall by Chase.
Take a look at my race trends here. If you look at the last 8 Phoenix Spring races, the last caution was right there at it. Average lap 275, which is...
Oh, there's your caution.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Look, as he's talking about the average laps.
And it is Chris Buescher.
Oh, Larry Mack. Hey, remember that thing I said about a year ago about Brady going to the 49ers? You heard about the... I told you. Yeah, I was going to say Byron hit the wall. Or Chase touched him. Oh, man, that sucks. You never want to run into your teammate.
How heavy is that contact? I think is the real question on the 24.
Now these guys that stayed out pretty much have to give up and just pit.
Usually what happens, you'd see already damage to the fender. Probably made contact on the restart. Here it is.
3 wide in the middle. God, Christopher Bell is all over the place, man. I don't think anybody out here today has been more sideways more often than Christopher Bell.
3 wide there. They made contact.
Buescher will be able to continue. Bell is back on the lead lap, and now with the free pass, JJ.
So if that's the case, you're going to have Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Truex, and Harvick.
So we'll have
Or not Bowman. Bowman's not.
Like I'm just looking at this right side. It just doesn't take much damage and contact with that outside wall to push in those flared fenders on these cars to cause that tire to go down. That 24 car led by
I like how as soon as they're talking about it,
be looking at that damage trying to figure out if it's worth them coming in. Only 30 more laps to go.
Got to pit. Unless you pitted under that last caution.
I think everybody
Care Center, Tyler Reddick has been checked and released. And Tyler, you had a better day going than most of the veterans out there. But what essentially led to you getting the wall?
A 12-year-old?
Jamie, 1 and 2, and I really don't know what led to that. I don't know.
They don't want
just got some of the racetrack, or it just wasn't meant to be. But our second Chevrolet was really, really good today, and I just made a couple mistakes there that cost us track position. I don't know if that's
there you go. Larson's pitting. Kyle Busch pitted.
We were really good shape there, and I just made a rookie mistake. And
There's going to be another caution for sure.
Yeah.
Within the next 10 laps.
This is all screwed up now. I couldn't even begin to tell you what the deal
I
is.
think Kyle's banking on if a lot of people pit, then the other guys are in the same situation.
Credit to Brad Keselowski for just saying, fuck it, we're here, stay out. Even though he's doomed. Look at that flared out side skirt on Kyle Larson there.
Kyle might have fixed his tire.
Timing just wasn't right for the 42. They did not want to come at this point, but
You almost had to. I'm surprised Brad stayed out.
Want to come at this point.
You rarely get to when you want to. I think Brad made a mistake here. Staying out. That was a bad move.
Brad's about to cause a big call.
Wow, varying strategies again as Kyle Busch wins the race on pit road.
I felt like Kyle Busch's best chance to win was to stay out there because he had just pitted. We'll see as the world turns. So I think Brad's guys just threw this race away, and I think Kyle Busch threw his race away. Well, his
Clint Boyer in second.
Yes. He was one of the guys that pitted last time, too.
Let's see. Boyer, Logano, Bowman.
Bowman's finally showing some
Bowman's
muscle.
hit, too. Bowman is fifth, which I'm excited. Jimmy Johnson's fourth.
No idea who's going to win this race now, but I still think Harvick's going to be the favorite.
Harvick's seventh after everybody pitting. I think Boyer's going to run a few laps in the lead.
Keselowski might be able to hold him off for a little bit, but his tires ain't going to make it.
I feel like this race is going to Joey, but I don't want to admit it.
Unless Brad keeps getting cautions and keeping some laps off those tires.
Maybe that's what he's banking off of. We just keep getting cautions.
Just get good restarts and hope for quick cautions, maybe.
It's working for Joey earlier. He
Or
just
just
stayed in front of Harvick. Every time
straight up.
Harvick got to him, caution.
Taking the chance and trying to keep the
What if
lead.
Bowman won?
Again.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
He could be sitting here 3 in a row if he
Imagine
had won Vegas. Yeah.
Blaney.
Blaney and Bowman should have won every race this year.
I really wish we could go back to the Blaney and Bowman, what would have been.
Yeah.
God.
Like I told you about that Atlanta race, the Juan Montoya versus Kurt Busch battle that was just getting ready to happen, and then Carl Edwards kills Brad Keselowski on the front stretch and screwed it up. I remember being so pissed. Because I was like, I know it's going to be one of them side-by-side Atlanta finishes.
Who had the worst luck today?
Tyler Reddick or
Blaney. I feel like
Blaney and Reddick.
Just after the past few weeks, I got to put it at Blaney. Chase is 16.
Christopher Bell's done himself the most harm today.
Kyle is restarting 13th.
Yeah, he's going to need caution help. Like I said, I think he threw away his shot to win, and I think they threw Brad's shot away. And people, I'm right a lot more often than I'm wrong. Jimmy, the Juggernaut Johnson. Jimmy probably should have pitted too. He stayed out last time, but fuck it.
Yeah, I want 4 tires right now, guys. I think that.
Remember what Chase did last time on fresh tires?
Yeah.
I don't know.
These guys have. I think that when you look at Kyle Busch.
Thing is, a lot of other guys have fresh tires too.
Yeah, but in my vote, Brad Keselowski and Jeremy Mullins, they had made their bed. They're up there leading the race. They couldn't get
I still would have pitted.
unlike the guys
I'm
that
sorry.
had the last caution, like Boyer, Logano.
The result's going to be the same either way, but I'd like to have the tires so if I get some cautions, I can really get after it.
I'm starting to wonder if Brad's the problem.
Logano in that inside lane, and we've seen
I just not a big fan of Jeremy Bullins. I don't think he's a great crew chief.
When it comes to these final restarts, he does not make it mind taking
30 laps to go.
And your front row is Brad and Clint.
Brad Keselowski. Oh shit, Logano's going to win the. Oh! Logano just about got turned by Alex Bowman.
Oh, no, Bowman.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh no! Truex in the wall. Caution's out.
Shit. But now Brad's going.
Okay, you know who's had the worst luck this year? Truex.
Bowman is in there. Keselowski's like.
Harvick is back up. I was going to say, I think Logano's got it now. Harvick's back up there, so I think Harvick's got it.
Kyle Busch made it to 8.
As you get closer to the end of these races,
A lot happened there in that less than a half a lap that they ran.
the intensity.
I wanted to see Joey go into the wall.
Yeah, Bowman and Joey about got hooked together. It's Joey's fault.
I wanted to see Joey go into the wall.
I'd have knocked that motherfucker out. Truex got in and touched Jimmy Johnson and cut his tire. I just straight up hooked him. Fuck him. God, Almirola just drove in and hit him. Yeah, that was Almirola's fault.
Tried to check up, and then the 10 made contact.
See Truex wheels facing straight left. He want to go straight back down.
Yeah, Truex got run over there. God, that was going to be big. Joey got turned into the inside wall. Just got ran over. He was backing off because he was on Jimmy Johnson so close.
Yeah, what I do in NASCAR, if I hit the wall, I'm driving down and hitting everybody.
The Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, he tried to do what I did.
That's the Denny Hamlin strategy.
Those two
I can't believe Kyle Busch made that.
had a little contact earlier in the day.
Keselowski, Boyer, Logano,
earlier. We got a lot going on now when they leave here.
Woo!
That thing's all tore up.
28 laps to go. Truex being scored a lap down.
He's driving awfully fast. That means he's pissed off.
Hey, that's how it looks.
Period of time with 28 laps to go also.
Yeah, Almirola's like, well, buddy, I got to get up there with my feet.
So several top contenders in the garage. Ryan Blaney at lap 65. Rookie Tyler Reddick, who had a great day going. Out of the race.
See, why can't
265,
shit like that happen to
284.
Kyle?
Martin Truex in the
That's what
garage.
pisses me off.
All right, so we saw in the last restart when Keselowski, not the last one, the one before the
Go
one,
number
Keselowski
6.
and Chase
Yeah.
Elliott were side by side. Now
Yeah, Ross Chastain in the top 10. That's somebody who might do something
the
stupid.
two, Keselowski is.
God
will
bless him for
Keselowski
it.
Take the inside lane, or will he take the outside lane based on what happened before?
Uh-oh, he's ready to hear this time.
He's too much of a wimp to do anything, though. So.
Restart. And keep an
Anyway,
eye on Kyle
another
Busch.
Keep an eye on
Those
Kyle
fresh
Busch.
4 tires, he's got a lot of confidence.
Kyle Busch and Harvick definitely made the most of that restart.
Heck, it looks like he's going to come to the pits. He's so low, he barely even goes up on the racetrack.
Jimmy Johnson got away from that one unscathed.
Surprisingly. As bad as his
So
luck
he
is.
was 8th, now 9th, 10th at the time of caution.
Well, and that was huge. That was huge. I mean, that's a lot of spots that were made up and really put very little on those tires.
See if we had like 2 more like this, that's why I'd sit in your fine position.
Yeah.
Denny Hamlin is the free pass.
Trouble is, Logano and Harvick are right there. Fucking Logano's gonna get lucky and win another race. Again with Brad and Joey.
I just go back to Las Vegas.
How about telling Joey not
Logano
to
was
throw me in the
behind
back
his
on the
teammate.
restart?
Go back to Daytona with these two.
Let's go back and watch this as they're coming into the restart zone.
This ain't fucking Daytona, man.
Now, a lot of that, you're trying to roll to that restart zone with some momentum.
That's just karma right here, Joey, about getting turned into the
You
wall.
might have a
Unfortunately, it didn't
sluggish
fucking hurt him one bit.
behind you and in front of you. To me, it looks like he just anticipated a little bit too quick. Got to the rear bumper, made contact with Brad Keselowski.
And that could be big trouble here, Jeff, because the restart zone is in the middle of the corner. You're not headed straight when that happens. Wow.
I don't like that restart.
26 to go.
But it's exciting. That's why they moved it there.
Right in the middle of
It's pretty weird.
I think it's pretty crazy.
Atlanta back on its original date, I'm pretty sure.
One of the best rising stars returns home to Georgia. Will his homecoming end with a victory or be spoiled by a rival? It all comes down to the finish. Coverage begins 12:30 p.m. Eastern.
Somebody tell me the last time Kyle Busch won a race?
One of the fastest
Homestead.
circuits in all of NASCAR. And a month later than last year, hopefully the weather
Been a
will
while.
be better. On that vintage track surface, a mile and a half in Atlanta. That'll be a lot of fun. Fox coverage next Sunday from Atlanta. And don't forget that truck race next weekend with the Kevin Harvick $50,000.
I know I said I wouldn't do Cup guys in those races, but they're both all on the same day. I might fucking do it.
Bounties have been posted
I don't want to. I probably won't.
A lot of smack on the line next week for the trucks.
Absolutely, and Chase Elliott has taken on that challenge and will be running that race next weekend.
I'm an anti-leech, so I don't do those races.
Now, if Chase Elliott can get back to the top 10, you can get free fried pickles
15
on Monday at Hooters, and should he win the race, that's 10 free boneless wings when you buy any 10.
Shit. Why don't we have a Hooters around here?
As I've been saying, I say almost every week.
Hooters,
when we get
Hooters,
down to the
Hooters.
end, there's 25 laps to go.
There's a meme from that movie Big Daddy. And remember when the girl said the old guy had an 8-year plan? He goes, what is it, not die? And there's one of Bernie Sanders. I have a 4-year plan. What is it, not die?
Followed by Kyle Larson.
Oh, I'm ready for this restart. I'm just ready to see how things
Joey Logano is going to fluke up and win another race.
Oh my God, I hope
Johnson
not.
have the oldest tires. They will restart first and sixth.
Jimmy Johnson's fucked. Brad's fucked, let's be honest. Hey, Joey stayed off of Brad's ass on the restart. Brad preemptively went way down to the bottom because he knew that's where Joey was going to go. Joey's got it. Wow, Joey got tight getting in the corner there. Brad's loose. Oh, my God.
Wait, Kurt Busch.
I don't know how he made that fit.
Boy, I almost didn't. That was a close one.
It's getting worse and worse.
It's getting worse every time they open
Oh
their
my
mouth.
God.
Is that Boyer holding? Oh, Logano loose, shoots to the bottom.
Teammates versus teammates.
As Joey shortcuts the dog leg.
Joey has a little bit better
Ooh.
Oh, he's sliding straight up in front. Wow. He straight up used him up.
Boyer's got tire rub.
Yeah, because Joey used him up, and that backed him. That just won Joey the race right there. That's what won Joe. That was the winning move. Crossing up in front of Boyer and having Harvick get into him. That won him the race. That might blow, man.
They just driving to Harvick?
Hell, it ain't Harvick's fault.
Where's he going?
Contact there. You see a little smoke out of the 14 of Clint Boyer in that left rear.
He's got to take that to pit road. That's going to be bad.
Joey's got it won unless Harvick can just get the fuck away from Kyle Busch.
Oh, it was Harvick.
It was Harvick that rubbed the tire, but it was Joey's fault that it happened.
Will that left rear hold on to the end of this race?
Joey's going to look up and win another one.
21 to go now.
All he does is get lucky.
Very interesting. Might be trade teammates Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski.
All he does is get lucky.
Pressure tires in the 22.
Brad, get up. What are you doing giving him the outside? Stay up there. Mirror drive, because here comes Harvick.
We got a little loose there. Remember, Keselowski has all that
Come on,
clean air
Boyer.
in the
Blow that
doors
tire so
that
we can really
Logano
pass.
does not when he's running right
But
now.
wait till Harvick gets in front of Logano before you do it.
Just trying to guess which lane is Joey Logano behind him going to choose. If Joey's going to go to the bottom, he
I
wants
guess
to be
they
at
were
the
right.
bottom.
Penske's back. Just Penske.
I didn't think they ever went anywhere, but...
Just
See
Penske
Joey turn
now.
off that traction compound, get side by side. With the
Oh, they're rubbing.
Wow.
Between these two.
I tell you right now, Brad ain't happy. He's about had it with Joey's bullshit.
Into turn 3.
Boy, didn't he, Mike? And slide job
That
at
is
the
big
racetrack
right
to take
there.
the lead.
Joey's driving like a jackass.
I think Brad might turn it.
I wish he could get to him. He ain't going to be fast enough to get to him.
He had to know the 4-car Kevin Harvick was also coming fast. He had to make that move.
Joey got loose, though. I'm surprised Joey ain't just driving away from him.
Kyle Busch sits in fourth with the freshest tires of the front 4. Larry, how many laps
Joey might have hurt
this whole
himself
tire
this race.
situation?
It slowed him down and got Harvick a little closer to him, but they've kind of stalled out now.
I'm sorry, if I'm Brad, I'm dumping Joey, though.
If I got to him, I'm hitting him. Even if he don't spin out, I'm fucking knocking the shit out of him.
Brad's tires are going to continue to go away here.
Right.
I told you, Joey's going to look up and win this race.
Kind of on the same strategy,
Come on,
but don't
Harvick.
take
I
your
hate to
eye
sit
off
here and
that.
have to
You
say,
know,
oh,
He just moved Brad. Brad's getting bullied around, and he don't like it.
Kyle Busch is going to have to take the aftermath of it, too. Why?
Yeah. And he might get Harvick. They got to settle this down and set sail after Joey before Joey gets gone.
I don't think Kyle Busch is going to be clear off the turn 2.
There you go. That was a great thing for Harvick.
appreciated that move by Kevin Harvick.
I don't think Brad appreciated getting rammed by Joey on the previous restart and then knocked the shit out of him in the door a couple laps ago. I don't think Harvick's going to have enough time to get to him.
We need a caution.
To make make the change.
How does Boyer not blew that tire yet?
I don't know. I guess the tire. Sometimes when the tire rub happens and the tire hits it, it pushes the rub out, so it might not cut down. Hey, he had to. He had to get the fuck going because there's not a lot of time left.
Just a product of short track racing, and now for third place.
Brad, hold Kyle up as much as you can.
See what happens when you pit?
Yeah, like I said, that totally threw Brad's opportunity away here because I knew this was going to happen. God, he ain't giving up.
Comes right back after him. Still on.
Driving in hard.
With them two racing hard, anything can happen. You know the history between them. Kyle's got it now.
14 laps to go. Settles out. Here's Jamie Little.
I don't know. Brad's right back on the inside.
14 laps to go.
Here we go.
Restarts are crazy. It's banging down.
Kyle should dump Brad.
I can't believe Brad's still in front of Kyle.
Kyle should dump him for a chance.
On the short shoot or not.
Kyle gets a caution. He's going to be in this.
Right in the back of us, so I don't know.
Damn, Brad got tight there. Kyle's loose off the corner. God, it's amazing. I don't know how Brad's holding him off. I think it's just pure rage driving Keselowski now, man. Fucking Joey's going to win this race. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it pretty much sucks. I told you he was going to get lucky and win this race.
And make this an interesting battle with these front two. It seems to me like since Kevin Harvick's gotten into the second position, he started driving maybe a little bit harder, and we're starting to see the 22 of Logano pull away just by a few hundredths of a second each lap.
Come on, Kyle. They don't have.
Kurt Busch in seventh place, second among the Chevys to his teammate Kyle Larson. So
you shouldn't have had sliced bread for lunch, yeah.
The Bowtie Brigade. He's had a pretty quiet race. Had that one restart recently where his younger brother got way down on the apron in the dog leg.
No idea how Keselowski held off Kyle Busch. No idea. God, you see Chase there?
Chase Elliott, Eric Almirola, tight quarters there going through the dog leg. It actually pushed the 9 of Chase Elliott down on the apron and back in, stepped out.
Elliott with the fresher tires of those.
Yeah, you can tell it's a good championship track. It's top 4.
At least it's competitive.
Oh, Larson just passed Kyle Busch.
Matt DiBenedetto started the day running in the top 5.
He's 11.
Oh, Ross Chastain just past start finish.
Oh, throw it. Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Caution is out! Now what do you do?
Everybody pit. Pit.
Don't see any damage.
It's been about 30 something.
Okay, remember when he spun a couple weeks ago at Vegas and we got pissed at him?
I think everybody behind second and first needs to pit. Watch, somebody's going to fuck it up for us.
Sees right to the rear bumper of Cole Custer.
The 6 car saves the day again.
Oh, wow.
Actually, made pretty
I bet
heavy
he got
contact to Cole
whiplash.
Custer.
Oh, wow.
And then he got hit by somebody else.
Maybe there was some contact to the rear
What a
bumper.
save, though. He didn't really hit anything. You see how he locked that thing down and didn't hit nothing?
Maybe checked up a little bit as he made contact with Cole Custer. William Byron.
Once again, just like Vegas, they didn't need to throw a caution for that, but I'm really glad they did.
You know what there's likely to be leaving Phoenix?
Woo.
A lot of hurt feelings. There's been a
You were right about that.
I'm with her for once. Samantha Bush. I'm like, yes. Now what do you do? Brad's got to pit. You got to pit.
I think everybody behind. I think everybody needs to pit.
Although they're going to restart with about 4 or 5 to go.
I
So.
think they need to pit. I think everybody needs to pit.
Phoenix, and I think we're going to see
People like the Benedettos will stay out. Cole
2 tires. 2 tires. If you're Harvick, 2 tires.
Chase Elliott.
open, but Larry now with 26 cars on the lead lap.
Gonna be about 3 or 4 to go when they restart.
Well, that's going to be a concern for some of them, Mike, but we're going to go back racing probably with about 4 laps to go.
Like he
I think
said,
if
the
you're up
concern
there
for some of them
inside
is
the
do you
top
have any
5,
tires?
6, 7, you know what? You're
Larson's
cannot come
got
to
pit.
pit
Look at
road.
that inside
But if you're
tire.
back there like Chase Elliott, Eric Almirola, Alex Bowman,
That's what I'm
do you
saying.
have to lose? If you follow
Yeah.
the leader,
The
you
Benedetto
still follow
stay
the leader.
out.
I'd come and get me 4.
Do the opposite of the leader.
I'd come and get me 4 times. I don't know about 4.
About to find out. Those pits are open. Who's going to peel off and take
Brad had to.
Keselowski?
Well, he had the oldest
Not
tires
enough.
of the leaders and was not moving forward.
Now it's all about who gets the better restart.
Damn, this sucks. It's going to be Harvick or Logano.
Well, I'd rather it be Harvick. This gives Harvick a better shot than he had.
Harvick's going to win. Motherfucker.
I still feel like Logano's going to win until proven otherwise, unfortunately.
I think Logano's going to eat shit. I think he ain't going to get a good restart. I don't know, he's got the hole.
15 cars stayed out, so nothing's really going to change here.
Yeah, but for people like this, they said, why not?
I sincerely hope Harvick gets a better restart than the previous time.
Brad had to pit, but like Johnson, Bowman, and Benedetto, why not?
Yeah.
You're racing.
There might just be more cautions.
Yeah,
We
you're
don't
racing
know.
for 10, so why not pit and take a chance?
There might be some overtimes here.
Ross Chastain, despite that spin, stayed on the lead lap.
Wow.
Wallace got the free pass.
It's funny, Chastain was running over Custer, and then he got run over from behind himself by William Byron.
Race for the win. Logano, Harvick, Kyle Busch. I think all 3 of these
Wonderful.
I guess we can just sit here and let Kyle Larson.
Kevin Harvick's the babyface here. You know it's a fucked up situation when he's the good guy.
Kyle Larson or Kurt, but watch Clint Boyer fuck around the wheel.
Cars with the freshest tires in that front group are Kyle Busch in 3rd, Kyle Larson in 4th, Chase Elliott in 7th.
Come on, Kyle Larson. Give him the outside.
It's all about the restart.
Yep. Who's going to be where?
4th position, but we saw him get the lead and couldn't maintain it even with the fresher tires.
What a race.
Regardless of who wins.
Yeah.
If it's Joey, it's kind of a
Joey
bummer.
Logano was the first of those that stayed.
Okay, we'll restart. We're going to have 4 to go. He gave Harvick the outside. That's risky, but Joey likes to get down on the bottom and shortcut the front stretch. Yeah. Joey clears guys by driving all the way to the inside wall because it's so short
Are
to
you
get
taking
around.
inside in front of Kyle or outside in front of Larson?
He took inside. I think that might be a mistake because Harvick's good on the outside.
Busch or Kyle Larson behind him on the restart because he has lane.
He don't want Kyle. I wouldn't let Kyle Busch get. You know Kyle's going to go all the way to the bottom. No. As soon as they hit that start-finish line, Kyle's jumping out of line.
I think Joey's going to eat shit on this restart.
I hope he fucking does because I know
I think
he and Kyle are about to do the exact same thing. They're about to go all the way to the inside wall.
This has been some exciting racing.
And hold Joey Logano out of that traction
I'd just like to
compound
see
in turns 1 and 2.
Well, let's see how it works with 4 laps to go when they restart.
Harvick's lagging back.
Inside, leading Harvick.
Harvick's going to blow that rock.
Good restart by Harvick. I think that was a pretty good start. Although Logano's going to shortcut the track.
Harvick's still got it. Oh, I don't know.
The dog leg, and it works for now.
And Harvick really high.
And the 3rd place car.
Whoa, he's got that thing wound up.
Take the lead. It's Kyle Busch.
Harvick's got that thing wound up on the outside.
Trying to get to the right side of Joey Logano off of turn 2.
He's loose.
He's loose getting in. Oh boy, Harvick.
Harvick knows this track better than everybody. Think about it. He's been working behind Logano most.
Start finish. John Hunter Nemechek.
I'll take that.
And we're going to overtime.
I'll take that.
Ricky Stenhouse and caution.
Kyle
waves
Larson 3rd.
Again.
I think
Harvick was going to get his ass, man.
I think Harvick's going to get him on the race.
He's going to have less time, though. He's not going to have 2 laps.
We'll be going to overtime.
Fucking A, we're going to overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Wadded up back in the back.
Yes, they were. And we
I kind of wanted to see that play out. Just look at Harvick.
Going into turn 3.
Right side of your screen.
Bowman just fucking drove him off
What's
the
that?
track.
Corey LaJoy.
Fucking 5 wide.
That's Corey LaJoy.
Look at how much they. Oh my god, that's just an accident.
Contact, and there it
You
is.
see John Hunter Nemechek got into the 21 to
Bowman's
Benedetto.
What
then
a
the
race.
47 of
Bowman
Stenhouse
just
gets
fit, he's got
inside
a
of
tire
John
rub on.
This is
Nemechek.
where's my 8 wide
It was just a
racing.
mess.
last week on a restart, the dudes are watching the race. He
Damage
goes,
to the 88.
"There's my 8
Watch the
wide
2.
racing.
Your Brad goes scooting right through.
Little bit of damage to the right side.
There's my 8 wide racing."
We're going to ride along with Ty Dillon.
I just don't want Logano to win. I don't care if Kyle Busch wins.
At this point, I just fuck Logano.
When it comes to Kyle Busch and Logano, I'm going to cheer for Kyle Busch.
Priest to the left rear, that forces Corey LaJoie high. DiBenedetto's trying to go to the bottom of Priest, and there's just no room there because John Hunter Nemechek and Stenhouse are to the inside.
Did I mention that Bubba Wallace is again the free pass? Now be back on the lead lap. He was 2 laps down, 2 cautions ago.
Oh boy. Now Larson's got the
So we go to
inside.
overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Ryan Blaney 20 minutes ago posted this.
If the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag, caution or checker,
Fuck!
will end the race. My Ben's on yellow. It's been that kind of day.
That's my concern now. Is the caution.
Yeah, right when they get the white flag, something stupid will happen. If they're going to wreck, they need to do it before the
If
white.
we go overtime, I hope it's like 4 or 5 overtimes.
Yeah, I want to rage. I want to see some shit.
So somebody like Jimmy Johnson with those fresh tires.
Larson's in third.
To get the lead from him.
I want Larson to
You
win.
played your game.
He can dive,
Guess what? Now you showed your cards.
but I think
So
he
now
should
what
just
do you
turn
do different?
Joey.
How do you switch it up this time to
That's just
surprise them to still come out with the result you're looking for?
I thought Harvick got a good restart last time, but Joey goes so damn low.
Restart zone do you take
It's almost like Harvick just needs to get down there and door his ass.
But also,
restart zone that last time?
now if Logano takes the inside, he's got Kyle Busch pushing
Kevin
Harvick.
Harvick
And he don't want that.
Keselowski.
It's hard to get a push on a restart here because you're coming through a corner, basically.
Unless you're Joey.
Yeah.
You just ram your tick like
But that gets the car in front of you loose. So.
Onto the apron and trying to
That's why it's so
If
hard
I'm
to just get a
Larson, I'm
push.
just ramming Joey on the
He
start.
stayed up high, lost a lot of distance.
Now I'm like you, I'm starting to hate that restart zone. That last restart, I was like, ugh.
And while he was doing that,
It causes too much mess.
Yeah.
It's
That's the
cool,
point. That's
it's
why they do
cool.
it, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, but
Well,
damn,
the
like
season
if it's this
review,
bad,
if
like
you're looking to
no.
pick a winner or even a top 5 driver, it could be difficult. Denny Hamlin winning for Toyota at Daytona. Joey Logano for 4
Yeah.
at Las Vegas.
Did deserve it.
And Alex Bowman for Chevrolet in California. Each manufacturer has
I bet Bowman was the only
Each
one who
race has
deserved
had
the
a
race they won.
different
Hamlin had the best car at Daytona.
Yeah,
15
but he
drivers
shouldn't have
got
won.
He probably shouldn't have
Should've
won.
been- should have been
races,
playing.
nobody
Yeah.
has repeated. Speaking
Las
of
Vegas
repeating,
definitely shouldn't have
every
been Joey.
race
That
this
should have
year
been
has
Blaney or
won by a
Bowman.
car
Yeah.
number with double digits. 11, 22.
That's what was so frustrating about the first 2 races.
No single-digit car has won a race this year. Huh, interesting.
What a stat. It's like,
This is the
how many single-digit cars are there? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Harvick is car number 4.
6,
Mentioned in the open.
8.
Logano is double digits.
Yeah, not so there's 7, as opposed to the 30 double-digit cars.
3,600 double digits.
I'd say the double-digit cars have the advantage.
And we've got a green light checker coming up.
Joey's gonna win. I'm gonna be pissed. It's gonna ruin my whole day.
I'm praying Kyle Larson. I'm praying Kyle
So
Larson.
something a little bit
William
of a
Byron in
change
the
there
top
for
10.
Joey
Michael
Logano. He's taking
McDowell
the inside
in
lane, but he's
11.
got Kyle Larson instead of Kyle Busch to the rear bumper this time.
Woo! Here we go.
Shit.
Go all the way to that white wall on the
Motherfucker.
It's
inside.
about as bad as Talladega. They have to come forever without a pace car in front of them.
Home forever.
Who you like?
I mean, I think
How many
Harvick
dirty
has a
jokes
little
in the
bit
back?
Harvick needs to hug Logano's fucking door here and get a restart as good as he got last time.
Kevin Harvick get any kind of
2 laps definitely favors Logano. It doesn't give the guys a lot of time to get him.
Overtime. Green light checker. Here we go.
Joey tried to brake check the inside. It worked.
Harvick getting a little push from Kyle Busch.
Joey's got it.
Come on, Larson.
Unless,
Oh.
wow.
Let him fight and give Larson the lead.
coming in Larson to the inside.
Kevin Harvick coming.
Harvick can get that damn run. I don't know how Joey's getting such a good run off the corner on the bottom. Hit him, Harvick. Now Harvick's changing his fucking line. Oh, white flag.
Hey, we've already seen Kevin Harvick not afraid to put the bumper to somebody to move him. Will he do that if he gets to the 22 Logano?
He ain't gonna
he's
get there.
trying.
God damn it.
Between corners, 3, 1, and 2.
He ain't gonna get it.
Driving in hard.
As he dives into turn
No chance. Logano's got it. It's fucking over.
Great launch on
God
turn
damn
2.
it.
He's got Harvick by 2 car lengths, and he's looking at
What a fucking fluke. He is so overrated and he just gets lucky. It's such a fluke. He didn't even have the best car or anything. He was just up there by circumstance.
He scores his 25th career win, second of the year, and stocking awesome sauce just
Well, keep an eye on pit road because I'm looking for a fight somewhere.
Those last couple restarts, you heard Paul Wolf come on the radio. He's been second here before the race.
Great race, but a total fluke winner.
That's whole year's turning into like good racing
with fluke winners. Yeah.
Ever. Except for Bowman.
Yeah.
Bowman was the only non-fluke. Harvick should have won this race.
Yeah,
or
probably. Chase screwed threw away with that loose tire.
But Harvick should have won based off of who.
Perfectly parked in position right on the start-finish line for Joey Logano.
With all the issues that Joey Logano had today, beginning with an uncontrolled tire penalty at lap 131.
I don't know.
And he is going to victory lane to celebrate his win in the desert. He had 2 victories last year, in all of last year, and now he has 2 in the first 4
My neck hurts.
with new crew chief Paul Wolf. Had a slow stop due to a broken jack and the tire violation. And the lucky fan gets a checkered flag. Regan Smith is with our winner.
Joey Logano.
I can't even fucking
Celebrating
watch
with the fans.
You going?
Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, next week for hopefully a non-Joey.
Next week at what time's the fucking race?
A broken jack at the end of the race. Was there
2
just
o'clock.
no way this 22 car wasn't going to win today? I guess not. You know what? We had a really good car, really good shell pencil Mustang.
Another fluke fucking win. Go figure.
Today, just unfortunate situation with the jack brake. It's no one's fault. And just had some good restarts, get ourselves back up there, being aggressive, having some time.
Literally caught every break known to man to win this race.
Figuring I was going to get hit. That's why I throttled up in the center of the corner so much that I thought he was going to give me the bump and run, which I would expect and wouldn't blame him for. But man, just I'm out of breath. That was a pretty intense last 30 minutes of the race or hour of the race. It's just a lot going on. So could be more prize team. 2 wins already in the books. We got to keep this thing rocking. Go celebrate with your fans and have some fun, man. Congratulations.
It's the 122nd career win for Team Penske, spread among 9 drivers.
Aren't you happy that one of the most overrated drivers in NASCAR fluked into another one today? We'll hang around for another minute or two. Keep an eye on the post race. I want to see somebody angry. Feel my pain. I'm very optimistic for championship week in November. You know, we were all rightfully shitting ourselves when Phoenix was announced as the championship race, but that was before they changed to this aero package, so here's hoping. Cue the dipshit Joey Logano fans. But I really saw a lot of things I liked in that race. Obviously, it was fun to talk about because there was a lot to talk about. Harvick, I think coming to the white flag, like after the initial restart, Harvick got an okay start and was hanging with him getting into 3. Or getting into 1. I keep calling it 3 because it used to be 3. Getting into turn 1, Harvick went too high. He drove a little too hard. So. I guess. That's just the breaks. Nobody good ever gets as lucky as Joey Logano. It's really unfortunate. I was sitting there thinking, come on, give Kyle Larson this win. Let's see if Larson... Whatever. It's over. I'll get over it. Get used to this kind of disappointment. I got to switch over to Elimination Chamber soon because I'm planning on watching it. Unfortunately, I kind of don't want to watch it. I mean, at the same time I do, but I don't want to watch it right now. But if I don't watch it now, I'm never going to watch it. Felt good sleeping really late today. I slept till like 2 o'clock. Come on, NASCAR, get all these last few commercial breaks in. Kurt Busch quietly finished 6th. It's better than they ran most of the day. Paul Wolf's a hell of a crew chief. I mean, luck has definitely been the biggest contributing factor to their success, but can't deny Paul Wolf's a great crew chief. Brad Keselowski got the short end of the crew chief swap, didn't he? Because they gave Todd Gordon to Blaney, and Todd Gordon's really good, and Paul Wolf's the best of all of them.
Joey Logano with the big burnout. Victory here, his second of the young season here in Phoenix. Aerial coverage today provided by Goodyear. For those that push the limits of possibilities, Goodyear. More driven. Kevin Harvick finishes second to Joey Logano. Here's Jamie Little.
Kevin Harvick was up there in the hunt all day long, led 66 laps, but Jamie
should have won the race, but whatever.
There and exactly what you think the 22 maybe had just a little bit more.
I just had control of the race. I got after we pitted there, I got stuck behind a couple of cars there and lost 5 or 6 spots, and he got by and got control of the race, and he got to restart where he wanted to, do everything he wanted to. Our Jimmy John's Ford was better, especially when we could put it in front of his. So we just didn't get the control of the race back.
Ty Dillon, 15th.
And he was able to get by us on that restart where I got hung up.
Kevin Harvick brings it home second today.
Well, Kevin Harvick said his car was better.
New victory lane at Phoenix is pretty awesome.
Here's our winner in victory lane.
Hey, Joey, congratulations. What a great victory. Similar to what happened in Las Vegas, man, your restarts were really wild. You had little contact with your teammate there, Brad Keselowski, on one of those. But I'm just curious, what did you learn today? That
I'm missing Daniel Bryan's match.
Winning this race, the performance you have, because this is where the championship is going to be won.
You think I'm going to tell you that? There's definitely, everybody learned something out there today. With just whether it's racing, the way this traction compound, the awesome sauce up there, how that worked out and played throughout the race. There's a lot learned for sure, but we learned that this number 22 Shell Pennzoil 4 team is just stout and it's not going to get beat if we have the opportunity. So we tried our everything we could to regain our track position and get control back of the race. I knew that last restart was going to be crazy, but I got to thank my partners, obviously, Moneyline, Auto Trader, AAA, Ford, Wheels Up, Coca-Cola, Snap-on. Everybody that helps this program at Team Penske, it means a lot. Route Chase Motors, it's cool to see 2 Fords on the front row at the end of a race like that. This is a motor racetrack as much as we don't think that it is. So proud of the team effort today to make this one come.
Thanks, Joey. We'll let you go celebrate. Congratulations.
There you go. All right. Thanks, yes.
That awkward second interview, that's totally unnecessary.
Joey Logano in victory lane. Kevin Harvick second. Kyle Busch third. We'll be back with more for Phoenix in a moment.
Just a little more post-race before I fuck off out of here. I look forward to Atlanta. Atlanta's a fun track. Although next week we're back to those neutered ass race cars with 550 horsepower. After seeing the race today, it's like, God, Atlanta would be the one good track for, this particular aero package because there's multiple grooves. That's really the thing. You just need multiple grooves for this package to work on 1.5 miles. But I see why they changed to 550 and everything, because 2017 and 2018 were just frustrating to watch on so many levels, because the bulk of the schedule's 1.5 miles and shit like that, and those races just stunk. They just flat out stunk. Unless you just happen to get a really hot day outside or something. That's why Chicago in 2018 was so magical. The stars aligned for a great fucking race. We have a higher percentage of more entertaining racing on 1.5 miles with the 550 and the big spoiler and everything. But when you see this race today, it really makes you wish they were going another direction. I don't buy the fact that if we go to 550 horsepower, it'll be easier for manufacturers to come to NASCAR. That's fucking garbage. I don't care what anybody says. I'm just asking for a little more horsepower. 2013 was like too much, but 2014 was the sweet spot, and then they kept fucking with it. Hey, that was a quick commercial.
Driver Joey Logano for his big win today here in Phoenix. Both Ganassi cars in the top 6, all 4 Stewart-Haas cars in the top 9 today. And here's how the standings shake out. Joey goes to the top of the board. Remember that Ryan Blaney came in as the point leader, was the first car out of the race, falling to 7. After top 10, of course, 16th will be the cutoff line. When we get to the
Bubba Wallace is only 3 points out of the playoffs.
To form up here. And did you play the Fox Super 6 game? Well, if you did, you did not win. So next week, with the rollover, you'll have a shot at $50,000. Download the Fox Sports Super 6 app and play before next week's race in Atlanta.
Clearly, that is very hard to win.
Yeah.
That thing's going to 50,000. Those are some big bucks on the line.
Here's what's coming up tonight on Fox as we load up and leave the desert and get ready to head for Atlanta next Sunday. The Bulls of Honor Quick Trip 500. We'll see you then.
All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to go. Boy, that really sucks about the end of that race, but you know what? It was fun. It was a fun day. I enjoyed it. And I'll see you next Sunday for Atlanta. I'm going to go kill myself now. See you later.